Right, we are live. Welcome everyone to the last Super Rugby Trans-Tasman live stream of the weekend. It is going to be the Highlanders taking on the Rebels. We are at Leichhardt Oval, or Leichhardt Stadium, I believe it is, one of the two. But yeah, we are over here in Sydney for this match now. It was originally going to be played in Queenstown, but with the restrictions happening in Melbourne, it did indeed mean that they had to move it to Sydney. But I'm very hyped up for this match. We did see an Australian side getting a win for the first time in the match yesterday between the Reds and the Chiefs. Can they make it 2 in a row here for the Rebels? They are going to have a very tough opponent, though, in the Highlanders. Going to be an exciting matchup. Hope you guys are all as excited for it as I am. We have got Henry, Samuel, Liam, also Gary, also Sanalia. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Do let me know if I have got that wrong. Joseph, Jason is all in the chat as well. I expect Aaron Smith to have a big game from Gary. And yeah, it will be interesting. Him versus Joe Powell in that number 9 jersey. Now, the Highlanders, they have got a very decent pack for this match, for the 4-pack, that is. Their loose forwards, they have got 3 spare loose forwards on the bench, I believe. If I'm not wrong, not quite, sorry. They have only got the 2 in Kazuki Himeno and also Billy Harmon, but this is going to be exciting stuff here in this match, and hope you guys are looking forward to it. But nonetheless, I will go through some of the lineups with you guys so you know exactly who is going to be playing in this match. We will start with the Rebels, who are almost the home side in this situation, but not quite. But at this stage, their back line, it looked pretty decent in the last match with Tamura at 12 and Magnay at 13. He was able to pick himself up a try there. Marika Korombete still yet to get himself a try in Super Rugby AU or Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. That man would love to get over the line in this one here. Then they've also got Joe Powell, Nazarani back once again in that number 8 jersey. Michael Wells, the try scorer from last week, moving to 7. And then they have got Leota at 6. And that is a little bit of a change as well, as he was at 5, I think, for the last match, or 4. And then there is Hosier Haylett-Petty. Elof got yellow carded in the last match, but he will be hoping to make it right in this one, getting 2 turnovers, 1 as well. Very impressive from him. Same with Jordan Ulisi, 2 turnovers. And then Cameron Orr is the last man in that 4-pack. Then I will quickly show you guys the Highlanders ones as well. I've got it in the way at the moment. There we go. We have got it up. And that means now that they have got Josh Ioane at fullback once again. Then Mitch Hunt is going to be at 10. And that combo seems to be working not too bad for the Highlanders. Also, another good combo is Scott Gregory and Michael Collins in the midfield. Scott Gregory currently in a 4th equal or 5th equal, I believe it is, for having 3 tries in the Super Rugby Trans-Tasman competition. Aaron Smith at 9, Hugh Renton, Lentjes, and also Frizzell. I think Lentjes, he may be bringing up either the 50th or the 100th match, if I'm not wrong, but I could be there. I feel like I'm all over the place for this live stream, but I am very excited for this one. We've got to see, like I mentioned, the first win for an Australian side yesterday, and I hope that there are many more to come for them. But now the Melbourne Rebels making their way out onto the field with Matt Tamua leading them at this stage. I've got Parkinson and Dixon as the locks. Then you've got Liam Coleman, Siate Tokolahi, and also Ethan de Groot. Yeah, nonetheless, I will also read all the chat as well. Hi again from Lachlan. Welcome to the live stream. Phoenix lead 1-0 and then 1-1 now, says Liam as well. So hopefully they will be able to get the win there to keep their playoff finals hopes alive. Sorry, I have not been at your streams. I've been pretty busy, says Jason. No worries, mate. It's good to see you now. And also, we have got quite a few other people here in the chat as well. So we do appreciate you all being here so early. What's up from James Gordon? Welcome into this live stream. A match that I'm not too sure too many people knew was taking place on Sunday afternoon, rather than the original scheduled, or it was actually supposed to be a little bit earlier. It was going to be a 2 p.m. game originally, but now the Highlanders making their way out onto the field. They are excited for this match. They are hoping that they can get this win, because at the moment the table is looking pretty close. Noah is in the chat as well. Had said hi. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Because at this stage, as the table stands, the Blues in first, Hurricanes in second, both sitting on 15 points. Then you got the Crusaders in third on 14. The Chiefs in fourth. They are sitting on 10 because they got the bonus point for being within 7 up against the Reds. And then you got the Highlanders who are playing now. They are on 9, and they want to get that full 5 points to put them above the Crusaders, but they will have to win by, I believe it's around 32 points or something along those lines to be able to move above the Crusaders. So we will have to wait and see if that is a possibility. Anton Leonard-Brown scored, said Henry Samuel. I assume that is in the match that you were playing, because he didn't actually get over the try line in the match yesterday. Unfortunately for him, it is going to be Paul Williams who is going to be in charge of this match. We are only moments away from kickoffs, and it is going to be the Melbourne Rebels with the ball in hand. We have got Rebels 15, Highlanders 29 for the guests. And Samuel, I hope you are okay because of the flood. Luckily, it is just a little bit north of where I am, but we did almost lose internet connection yesterday. So hopefully it does stick around for this one. But at this stage now, it is going to be kicked off by the Rebels to get the last match of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman round 3 underway. And it is going to be Aaron Smith with the ball just inside of the 22 for the Highlanders. Shannon Frizzell-Manu had a lot of carries last week. I believe the most carries in all of the Super Rugby Trans-Tasman competition. Mitch Hunt now with the ball. And it is going to be the penalty now. That is going to be against the Rebels for offside. I believe it is number 5 offside, which would be Trevor Hosier in this match. Go, Henry. I'm just planning on how I'm going to make a new vid as well, says James Gordon. But where is he there? He just went a little bit early there, they are saying, for Hosier. And because of it, it means that it is going to be the penalty to the Highlanders, which is what they would have been wanting early on in this match. Machu has said, what's up, Kiwi lads? How are you this Arvo, bro? I'll be honest, I'm a bit tired. I feel like I well and truly almost just completely gassed myself out from yesterday's live streams. I was very hyped up for them and ended up not getting as much sleep last night as I probably should have. I kept on thinking about the matches that we did get to see, but now I am hyped up for this match. It is great that we've got a game on a Sunday as well. We're a scrum lads. It is probably currently, I think it's maybe 7 a.m. or maybe it's actually 3 a.m. or something along those lines. So she is probably sleeping at the moment, but Parkinson claiming that one. She may tune in for a little bit later on in the live stream. Smith with a little chip in behind. Michael Collins lining it up. Has he got it on the bounce? Michael Collins, yes, he does it. He's gone over. And Michael Collins scores the first try of this match. Michael Collins in the number 13 jersey has just scored off a little chip kick from Aaron Smith, and it's only taken 2 minutes there for the Highlanders to get on the score sheet. Try, says AJ Cook, it was indeed. And I will quickly write in my try scorers because it has been added to the list very early, but it was Michael Collins. He hasn't actually picked up a try so far in the Super Rugby Trans-Tasman competition. He has now, and it was very nicely done from him and Aaron Smith. I have got it down the bottom now. At this stage, no tries for the Rebels, 2 or 1 for the Highlanders. Sorry, and we have also got there, what the vid called? And by the way, Hamish, will you and George, what is the new channel called? We haven't actually made it yet, but it will be something along the lines of maybe the Kiwi Lads Reacts. I think it will be. But Michael Collins juggling that one very nicely there. And he was able to keep that ball in hand, scoring the try for the Highlanders early in this match. And now they have got themselves in a very good position. They needed to win this match, like I mentioned, by a total of, it was going to be 32 or 33 points. So they will have to score in a hurry, and that is exactly what they are going to be doing here. And we have also got A already. Let's go Highlanders as well, says Machu. And also, we have also got high tackle by South Africa. That's a different match. I got confused for a second. I was like, hang on, a South Africa player. I know the Cheetahs played an Invitational 15 yesterday, I think it was, but Mitch Hunt has got that one. So at this stage, it is 7-0 after only 3 minutes. Great start for the Highlanders in this match. They want to make sure that it is 4 wins for the Kiwi teams in this round. But Lynchies went to Aaron Smith, little chip in behind. And the comment earlier on from, I believe it was Gary, who said Aaron Smith should have a big game, or expect Aaron Smith to have a big game, and that is exactly what he looks like he's going to be doing, because that was very nicely done off the start of this match. Now it is going to be kicked off by Matt Tomua once again, and he is tackled there by Leota, I believe that one was. Now it is going to be Shannon Frizzell with the carry once again, trying to get driven backwards there by Haylett Petty, who has been able to drag him down. Now Smith fires it back. Now it's going to be Mitch Hunt kicking it. 4 touch, not going to find touch though. Now it's going to be in the hands of Matt Tomua going across field on the halfway line. Oh, good low tackle there from Shonan Ariki on George Worth there. Now it is going to be Powell going across to Haylett Petty. Now it's in the hands of Carter Gordon. He had quite a good match in the last matchup that they did play. Now it's going to be Matt Tomua trying to find a bit of a gap, but he has been tackled by Collins and Parkinson. Powell on the right-hand side. Now it's going to be Nazarani having his first carry of this match as well for the Rebels. And that's one thing I have been mentioning. Ball retention is important in this competition. You want to make sure you hang on to it, and that's a little bit of a counter ruck there. And because of it now, it's going to be the penalty, though. It's going to be Joe Powell taking it quickly, though, for the Rebels. And now they are looking to try and counter straight away. Good hit there from Gregory on Nazarani. Straight over the ball is Ethan de Groot. It's going to be an advantage, though, against them. Now it's going to be Powell goes to Elof. And they are trying to drive forward here. The Rebels just outside of the 22. 7 points down already. Carter Gordon goes to Tamua. Lobby ball out the back. Found the hands. Oh, Jono Wells offload on the inside. Couldn't Petty keeping the ball in play. And now they are going to be going back for the penalty now for the Rebels. This one looking like it's going to be a fast-paced game. Oh, yeah, I'm doing a backup career mode. I'm playing All Blacks and Hurricanes career mode and Rugby Channel 4 in the finals versus South Africa. So hopefully you can get the win there. Nice try, Highlanders. Keep it up, boys, says Joseph as well. At that stage, it is going to be the penalty to the Rebels. Now, I will put up some stats as well. We do know that the try was scored by Michael Collins. I did a little bit more research on this game as well. As you guys will be able to see, I have a pre-match head-to-head that I have got, and you look at that first number, tries. The Rebels have scored 2 in this competition to the 10 of the Highlanders. The Rebels, they love taking 3 points, but they have to go for the corner, and that is exactly what they're going to do. The meters carried as well. The Highlanders have had a lot more defenders beaten, 20 more defenders beaten for the Highlanders before this match started. And also tackle win percentage, 75% to the 92% of the Highlanders. They have been extremely impressive when it comes to that tackle completion rate. They've gone to the front there for the Rebels, though. And now it is going to be a nice little set play. It's going to be Nazarani running at Liam Coleman, but he is tackled straight in there with Lynchies, and he has got the ball now for the Highlanders. It's going to be wide for Mitch Hunt, who has kicked this one on the left foot, and that one has gone miles downfield. Now it is going to be Carter Gordon, got that ball just outside of the 22 of the Rebels, running back towards the Highlanders line. He has kicked it in behind for Josh Ioane inside of the 22, now in the middle of the field. And he has kicked that one for touch, and he was pretty close to being outside of the 22 there. I think it is you've just got to have your foot on the line, if I'm not wrong. That's Johnny Blaze seen as well, says James Gordon. He had a dinner with the in-laws yesterday, so that is why he was not around. No Liam Coleman as well, says Luca. He is starting in the number 2 jersey for this match as well, and has Johnny Blaze been missing only for yesterday. He was here for Friday's live stream. Now it is going to be the rolling maul here for the Rebels. They went to the front, decided not to go for the jumping one. Now it's going to be Leota with the ball at the back, just inside of their own half here. And it's looking like it is driving forward very nicely here for the Rebels. They need to make sure they're on the next side to get a try on the ball. Matt Timur driving forward. He is tackled by Liam Coleman, and he is straight over the ball. Not quite able to get it, though. Now it's going to be in the hands of Ulysses, who has been tackled there by Hugh Renton. Joe Powell now going to the side to John O'Wells. He scored a try in the last match, I was trying to say. But at this stage now, it is going to be Carter Gordon. Kicks the ball very high. It is being chased by the new man, Lockie Anderson. Wasn't able to take it. What a take that is from Jonah Nariki, though. And now the Highlanders have got the ball in their hands once again. Parkinson now driving hard at the line. Almost going to be held up there. The ball has almost been ripped away as well by Orr. But they have been able to hang on to it. I will read the chat in a very short moment as well. But I do thank you all very much for tuning in for this Sunday afternoon game of rugby that we have got for Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. Aaron Smith now kicking this ball high for the Highlanders. It's going to be taken nicely there by Carter Gordon, and he's looking for a gap now, Carter Gordon, but he's run straight at Ethan de Groot, being tackled to the ground there. Now it is going to be Powell. Ulysses, a little bit of a backline here for the Rebels. Cotton Betty now trying to find a bit of a gap, fends off Michael Collins, shunts him off again. He's still going, Cotton Betty. And they are 40 metres out from their own line now. It's going to be John O'Wells a little bit isolated on that side, and he's going to get driven into touch there by Scott Gregory. And because of it now, it is going to be the line out for the Highlanders. No Connor Garden-Basher, says Luca. I believe his broken wrist is still playing factor. Unfortunately, I think he was going to be out 6 to 8 weeks, and that was probably about maybe 6 weeks ago. So he might be very close to coming back as well, which is a good sign. We have also got there, I am also doing Rugby Channel 4, but it's the Trans-Tasman as well. So that would be pretty awesome for you, Jason Yang. And we have also got, did you see McKenzie get a red card? I did indeed. And yeah, big moment in that game. Shedden Frizzell taking that one with one hand. Very nicely done on the halfway line here for the Highlanders, trying to drive forward. They have been told to use it once. They are still driving forward, though. So I believe they won't be told to use it just quite yet. Now it's going to be continuing to make a few meters. They've gone forward about 8 at this stage. Now they've been told. They have been told to use it for the second time now. Aaron Smith is going to be using this one. Goes back into the hands of Mitch Hunt. Little chip in behind, looking for a bit of territory. Sees the space as well. And it's gone into touch 15 metres out from the Rebels line. So nicely played there by the Highlanders. We go Highlanders, do it for the Chiefs as well. Says GC Vids, and also Highlanders tackling is vicious. Yeah, they have got some insane numbers in terms of the amount of tackles that they are able to make. In the last match, they made 165 tackles, only missing 15, which is crazy numbers. Just to put that into perspective, in the last match, the Rebels, they made 109 and missed 44, which, yes, is a very high number compared to some of the stats that we have had. Normally, most teams miss around kind of that 25 to 30 per match, whereas the Highlanders, they are just ignoring that, because they are able to do very nicely there to be able to have a very high tackling percentage. But so far, only the one try in this match after 10 minutes, and that was the try of Michael Collins. Joe Powell now firing it back to Carter Gordon, and he will be kicking for touch for the Rebels. Is it going close? That's a good kick, and they have taken it quickly there. Co Tompkinson fires it across field. Now to Josh Ioane, looking for a bit of a gap up the middle, but he's run straight at the two locks there, or normally the two locks. And Leota has ripped that ball away, but Ethan de Groot straight over it, and he is able to take it straight back for the Highlanders as well. This is back and forth stuff. Now it's going to be Jonah Nariki. Offload to Michael Collins now, all hit high by Matt Tamua. And that is going to be an advantage to the Highlanders now. Josh Dixon hit hard in the tackle by Ulysses. Straight on the ball, almost was Anderson, but not quite able to get it. Now they've gone to the blind side. It's going to be Scott Gregory running hard at Matt Tamua on the 22 now. The Highlanders here, great run there from James Lynch's. New advantage for another offside, so now they are going to be going back, and they are going to be going back for that high tackle originally, or they have got another option for, I believe it is 2 offside. And we have also got there 7-6 to South, or for South Africa. I think he will as well, says Jesse Fitz, for if Damian McKenzie will play next weekend. It'll be interesting to see whether or not they decide that it is going to be a 3-week suspension. Hopefully it isn't for Damian McKenzie's sake, because the Chiefs do enjoy having him on the field, that is for sure. And we have got good morning from Jolyn as well. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. And we have got a Sunday afternoon game of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman for the first time so far in this competition, and I am very happy to be able to see. Got the Red Smiths tackles stats for Trans-Tasman Rugby, says AJ Cook. Or I have it somewhere, I think. I know that their tackle completion rate going into the next round, or going into this round, was less than 87%, if that helps you, but I'm not sure of an exact number, sorry there. I don't know whether I've got it on any of my bits of paper. I've got a lot of bits of paper. That one has been stolen there. Now it's going to be Elof driving forward to Hugh Renton, making the tackle on him, and the Rebels have been able to get that ball back 5 metres out from their own line. Now it is going to be Joe Powell, looking like he is going to be either kicking this one himself or firing it back. He is going to be going for himself, and he has kicked that one high. And it isn't going to be finding touch, or is it? It's very close. Jonah Nariki taking it beautifully. Now it goes into the hands of Josh Ioane on the halfway line, trying to step it once again, met by a wall of defence, and he has dropped that ball as well. So now it is going to be a scrum feed for the Rebels as well. And it was Jordan Ulysses who made the tackle on him. Aliens are making contact soon as well, says A-Clip. And we have also got, did you know if Ben Smith is coming back to the Highlanders? I don't think he is, Luca. Unfortunately, I think he was looking to maybe retire in Japan, so I don't think he will be playing anymore for, I don't know whether he'll be playing anymore for the Highlanders in the future. Go Highlanders from Gus as well. By the way, is there any name we can call you, Kiwi Lad? Says the Big V8 Show. Well, it's interesting. A lot of people do call me just Kiwi Lad, but also my name is Hamish, but some people, depending on where you're from, that's probably a bit of a rare name. I know that in the likes of, in America, they haven't actually heard of that name, Hamish, almost. But yeah, my name is Hamish. If you want to have that, or you can just call me Kiwi Lad. There's no worries there. At the moment, the Rebels have the larger forward pack, and they were going to be using it to their advantage there. But now it has been kicked downfield by the Rebels from the free kick, and Josh Ioane's got plenty of time here to return fire with this kick. And now it is going to be just inside of the Highlanders half, and it is going to be the Rebels line out. Hey, mate, a fast start so far, says Isaac. It is indeed. The Rebels they've been doing all right. They've had a few handling errors forced on the Highlanders players, which is looking decent for them. But then, of course, that early try from the chip kick of Aaron Smith into the hands of Michael Collins. Very nicely done by Matt Tamua. Now met by a wall of defence. That was James Lynch's. And that is not what you want. And like I mentioned, the physicality of this Highlanders four-pack, it is very obvious when you see some of the hits that they put on. Oh, I'll tell you what, he's been broken in half, that man, almost as well. And Shannon Frizzell straight over the ball, rips it back for the Highlanders there. Now it's going to be Smith into the hands of Jonah Nariki, stepping around, and he's found a bit of a gap. Jonah Nariki offloads it now to Ethan de Groot. He'd love to go the full length of the field if he could. That's an offload and a half from Aaron Smith, and now it's going to be Liam Coltman on the 22 line for the Highlanders. Aaron Smith going away to the right-hand side. Michael Collins now goes to Gregory, drawing past here. It's out to C.O. Tompkinson. Steps back on the inside, and he scores the try there, C.O. Tompkinson. And that is the second of the match now for the Highlanders as well. It was great counter-attacking rugby from them. They just went the full length of the field as well. As Ash Dixon on the bench, I did see from Hope go. Yes, he is. He is going to be coming off the bench in that second half as well. I am going to have to update the try scorers at the moment because that is another one. C.O. Tompkinson able to score. He is out on that wing for this match once again. Tompkinson, I will write it in. But yeah, it was just lovely stuff. Ethan de Groot up the middle of the field. Back by Elof. Little offload to Aaron Smith. Then Liam Coltman driving towards the 22. And then from there, it was just a backline movement. A very classy one as well. Collins went into the hands of Scott Gregory. Josh Ioane drawing pass out to Tompkinson. Cotton Betty was sold the wrong way. And C.O. Tompkinson does score the try. There we go. We'll write that up, and we have got the try scorers in this match so far. Jack Goodhue as well, says Henry Samuel. It was got in the midnight. Out. She wants more. Oh, I know that song. I was about to sing it, but I don't know whether I'll get copyrighted or not for that. Although I don't think it would be that great, me singing it, to be fair. I wonder if D-Mac can play next weekend. What do you think, says Prizzy? I think it will depend on what they decide, because, yes, it was the shoulder to the head. So it just depends on how they look at it. I know that not Carl Tuanukiafi. I know Ofa Tuangafasi didn't get a suspension for his shoulder that he did in Super Rugby Aotearoa. So they may look at it that way, and he might be back next week. I know Luke Jacobson also got a red card, but because it was 2 yellows, I think that it ended up being no suspension there as well. So we will have to wait and see. I think he should be back, but it will be interesting to see whether or not it is. And at the moment, the Crusaders are in second and the Blues in first for Jason Yang's competition, and Hurricanes in third. So it's pretty close to the real life standings as well. And we have got Hi Hamish from Luca. Welcome into the live stream once again. You guys are always here in support of these ones. That one has gone over from Mitch Hunt, and now the score is 14-0 to the Highlanders. Great start for them in this situation. And we have also got there, and hey mate, how are you doing today, from Carlos? I am doing well. A little bit tired. I have been probably not sleeping as much as I should over this weekend, purely because of all the rugby that we've got on. I've got all my stats down, other than, of course, the tackling completion rate of the Reds, unfortunately, is one that I am missing. But Hugh Renton now claiming that ball just outside of the 22. 16 minutes into this match at the moment, and the Highlanders are leading by 2 tries. That one has been dropped by Ethan de Groot, though. But I believe they have said, yes, that it was a little knock on. And now it is going to be an opportunity for the Rebels once again. Who scored the second try for the Highlanders? It was C.O. Tompkinson who was able to score that one. Who's your favourite team from Isaac? At this stage, believe it or not, I don't really have a favourite New Zealand side. I just love watching all of them play so much. So because of it, I am pretty impartial in that regard. But do let me know your favourite team in the chat as well. And we have us got in there, Damien will miss next 2 weeks as well, says A-Clip. So yeah, that is a possibility, because I know Eklund got 3 weeks for a suplex, which I guess is a little bit different than a shoulder, but it is direct contact to the head, and it was the red card. So then it's in that situation of, he could be missing, depending on how it goes. And that could be the end of his Super Rugby Trans-Tasman for the Chiefs as well, now that they have had that loss. I love the rugby, says Luca as well. And I just did Highlanders versus Rebels in Rugby Challenge 4. Who won that one? Do let me know. That front row has gone down. So it is going to be the scrum reset now. And it's a bit of a push there from the Rebels, getting a little bit aggressive there between Elof and de Groot. That is for sure. And we have us got, I'm going to be opening a can of worms here, but did yesterday's Reds victory come with a metaphorical asterisk next to it due to the cards as well, says the big V8 show? That's a good question. And we almost got, I will answer that in a very short moment, but we have got Josh a little bit earlier on, said hello, welcome to the live stream. And do you think that Josh Renton comes back as well, says Luca? Not sure. I know Hugh Renton's going all right at the moment for the Highlanders, and also they've got plenty of Joshes, so maybe he will be making a return there. But it's going to be interesting. I feel like either way, looking at that match, like people are going to get annoyed, like if that makes sense. Like, yes, there were a couple cards, but the Reds, like in that first half, they played extremely well as well. And then the Chiefs, the fight back that they had in that second half, it's going to be the penalty to the Highlanders on the 22. Now, Josh Dixon actually looked up like he thought that it was going to be a penalty against them there, but it was the front row driving up, so it is going to be the penalty to the Highlanders just outside of their 22. But yeah, it's one of those matches. I know that the referee got a huge amount of abuse, unfortunately, after that one. I did see, how do you get all this stuff on the screen? It says, Prezi, I pretty much just have to keep on clicking buttons at this stage. I've got all of these little things. Like, I've typed out everything that you see popping up down the bottom, and everything is something that I've typed out over the recent yesterday night. I was doing all of them, or last night, I guess I should say. But we got the live table as well as it stands here. So I will actually have to update that just a little bit. But that one has been taken there by the Rebels now. So that one didn't find touch. So now they have got this ball just inside of their half. I will keep on explaining that in a very short moment. Is Joshua running in this match? He is indeed. He is at number 15. Elof now driving hard at James Lynchies. And 20 minutes has already passed in this match almost. And I feel like it's flown by, to be fair. But now it is going to be Joe Powell. He is going to be kicking this one up high for the Rebels once again, looking for a bit of territory. Mitch Hunt lining this one up, taking it nicely. He's been taken out in the air, and it is going to be the penalty for, it was Lockie Anderson, I believe, who ran through there and ended up taking him out. So now Mitch Hunt is going to be kicking this one for touch as well. I'll be back soon, mate, because I have to go have a shower. No worries. We have got, how do you know I have a favourite team? Where do you live? As well, says Isaac. Luckily, because of the fact that I'm kind of halfway in between the Highlanders and the Crusaders in terms of my location in the country. So I guess you should say maybe I should be supporting one of those two teams, but because I'm smack bang in the middle, That's why I'm pretty much impartial towards those two. So that's why I'm impartial to the other sides as well. And I just love watching like both of these two sides. Like anytime it's a New Zealand derby, I absolutely love it. So it is extremely hard to be able to pick one maximum 6 weeks out, says A-Clip as well. And you should be a professional commentator from Hope Goat. Thank you very much, mate. Very much appreciated. Highlanders might win this, says Carlos. And we have got, are you going to do the Super Rugby Trans-Tasman season on Rugby Challenge 4? I was hoping to, although I've ended up in that situation of, because of how much rugby has been on, the likes of the Rainbow Cup and everything like that, it has been pretty tough trying to find time frames to be able to get all that editing done, because I still have videos from the first round that I haven't been able to edit yet, unfortunately. Shannon Frizzell now rounding that ball up, almost stolen there by the Rebels. Now it's looking like a nice little backline. Scott Gregory now has a bit of space. He's got Joe Powell on him, though, who has made the tackle on the 22. Now it is going to be Aaron Smith on the inside to Liam Coltman. They are driving forward once again. A little sell of the dummy from Aaron Smith. A great tackle on him. Last-ditch effort there from Jono Wells to slow him down, and they've turned it over here, the Rebels, and they have got the penalty as well. So they have done extremely well there, the Rebels. They are still trying to stay in this match. Yes, they are down 2 tries at the moment, but if they can get one very soon, they will have a decent chance. Can't be any worse than the NRL refs as well, says Gary Miller. Do you know some of the players in the Highlanders for 2022? Says Luke, I know quite a few of the players who are there at the moment have re-signed contracts. The likes of Aaron Smith, he'll probably be there till he's 30, probably like 38 at this stage, to be fair. Aaron Smith, he just seems to be sticking around, but he seems to be absolutely loving it. They are showing Scott Gregory, the man who has been able to score 3 tries in those last 2 matches for the Highlanders, but then from there was a turnover from Aaron Smith going around the side of the ruck. Straight back up, almost stolen there by Frizzell. Now it is going to be in the hands of Nazarani running hard at the line, but good tackle from Liam Coleman and Renton there. Now it is going to be Joe Powell going into the hands of, it was going to be Hosier there. Now it's going to be Joe Powell with the low ball. Carter Gordon kicking him behind, looking for a bit of territory here. As he found it, it's going to be an awkward bouncing one for Josh Ioane. Still running away from him there. Tried to pass it off. Nariki has taken it only a couple metres out from the line now for the Highlanders. And he is looking for a bit of a counter-attack, but he has been tackled there by Jono Wells. Now it is going to be Aaron Smith. He will be firing it across to Ethan. A group met by a wall of defence. That was Leota. And now it looks like a little bit of a counter-attack from Elof, and it's going to be the penalty. You can't afford to give those ones away when you are only a couple metres out from the opposition. And tell you what, he's hurt himself as well. It looks like Elof, he's hurt the shoulder. He's charged it into Ethan de Groot, who doesn't look too flash either. Not rolling away is the call at the moment. Not rolling away is what they have given that one for. Afternoon, mate. How are you? Going for the Highlanders by 20. Lovely winter morning here in South Africa. How cold is it there at the moment, mate? Do let me know. Because at the moment here in NZ, we've had a lot of rain recently. There's a lot of flooding happening. South Island boys, says Isaac, I am indeed. And we have also got, I reckon they will let Damian McKenzie play because no one agreed with the red card last night, says Prizzy. I mean, although the way that the rule book is written, that is kind of the way that they had to give it as well. And we have also got in there who's going to win the Trans-Tasman competition, says Harris. I feel like at this stage for me, it's between the Highlanders, it's between the Hurricanes, Blues, and Crusaders with the Highlanders as my dark horse. Like, they could be able to make it into this one. Definitely if they get the bonus point here. If they win by 32 points, they will end up ahead of the Crusaders as well. And Aaron Smith is playing next year as Aaron Smith, the AB number 9, says Gary Miller. I think he is, purely because of that experience. Secondary, I know Perenara, I don't think he is actually allowed to play for the All Blacks at this stage because he has only just come back from Japan. But also you've got the likes of maybe a Brad Weber's probably about the second pick. And then you've got a couple of those younger guys who might be able to work their way into that side as well. Where do you live? I am halfway in between the Highlanders and the Crusaders in a small town in South Canterbury. And we have also got good Try Highlanders get a bonus point now, boys, as well, says Joseph. And yeah, at this stage, they will be hoping that they can get that one, because if they do and win by 32 points, like I mentioned, they will be sitting 3rd on the table and the Crusaders will be in 4th, which is a lot lower than they would be hoping for. But now it is going to be Mitch Hunt kicking this one for touch here, and he will be hoping to get quite a few metres on it. Good kick downfield, and now it is going to be just inside of the half of the Highlanders. So a very good kick from Mitch Hunt, only a few metres out from his own line there. Here in Durban, it's 16 degrees, says Bertie. Is that degrees Celsius? Because I feel like that's probably maybe about 5 or 10 more than it's here at the moment. But I know that there's been quite a few chilly days in South Africa over the last couple of weeks, if I'm not wrong, which is always not that much fun, that is for sure. I've got the fire right next to me as well, which does make it very nice. Scott Gregory now running hard at the line. He is being tackled by Carter Gordon, though, who looks like he's hurt himself as well. 40 metres out at the moment. Mitch Hunt now kicking the high ball in behind. It's going to be chased by C.O. Tompkinson. Found quite a bit of space, bouncing up. Beautiful kick there from Mitch Hunt. Now it's going to be Marika Korompete running straight at the line. Breaking a couple tackles now. It's in the hands of Ulysses, who is getting driven backwards by James Lynch's little offload into the hands of Worth. And they have got this ball just in for the kick by Shannon Frizzell, straight over the ball as he got it. He has lost his footing, so he isn't quite going to be able to get that one. Now it's going to be Carter Gordon, and he has kicked that one into touch there, clearing kick, and it's almost, just towards the 10-metre line there, inside of their own half there. 31 degrees here in Hong Kong, says the big VHO. Of course, when we've got winter, the Northern Hemisphere, they have summer, don't they? So 31 degrees is a little bit warm. That is fair to say. They are showing Jake Gordon here. He is the player of the Waratahs, isn't he? If I'm not wrong. So interesting that he's made the trip out to have a look at this game. That one's been stolen in the line out once again by the Rebels. They are doing very well in that regard. Leota now tackled by Dixon, and that's one thing that the Highlanders will have to try and get right in the second half, because they can't afford to keep on giving away the possession. Ulysses now tackled by Paru Parkinson there, and he has offloaded it to Nazarani. They've got the advantage as well here, the Rebels. Joe Powell now goes to Matt Tamua, short ball. Little offload there out the back line. Now it's going to be in the hands of, it is going to be the man on the number. It would be Lockie Anderson. And they are going back now. Where do you live? As well, says, look, I am in South Canterbury, at a small town. That is my location. We have also got there some TJ is back in NZ as well, says Luca, and is also expecting rain later. So hopefully it doesn't bucket down like it has here in the last little while. And we have thunder and lightning here in the Tron as well, says Nov Mum. And that's another thing. I know for the match at Eden Park, it was expected that it was going to be a lot of hail, I think. So they were probably very lucky with the weather that they got for that match, because it could have been a lot worse. Can you show the game, says Thomas? Unfortunately, due to licensing, if I was to even show a split second, the YouTube channel pretty much gets copyright striked, and we get banned from live streaming for 3 months. So unfortunately, the only way to watch it live is probably through the likes of Rugby Pass or Sky Go or anything like that. What number? Said Luca as well. What number? I'm not too sure, as in like my street, as in like my house number, or I'm not too sure. Aaron Smith now driving forward at the 22 now. Nazarani trying to get over the ball, not quite able to there. And Mitch Hunt looks like he is going to be getting James Lynchy to fire it back into the hands of Jonah Nareki on the left boot. And he is going to be kicking this one for touch. And at the moment, the territory game almost going a little bit in the Rebels' favour. They have been able to almost trap the Highlanders inside of the 22 in the last couple of minutes, but it looks like Jordan Ulysses is down as well. That is not ideal. And we have got 11 new Plymouth, says A-Clip, and final score 28-5 for the Highlanders as well. And after the Persian game, I go on MLB Road to the Show, as well, says Henry Samuel. And we have also got the 11 new Plymouth from Frizzy. And also we have got Come On Highlanders, you can do it, boys, as well, says Joseph. And 16 likes, smash that like button, subscribe if you. I know you heard the man. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are on the road at the moment to 2,000. I guess we're on almost 2,350. I think we're almost moving up to now, which is pretty awesome. How do I get it? How do I get Live It as well, says Luca? The best way to do it would be probably Rugby Pass, or if you are in New Zealand, then you've also got the option of Sky Go. Is probably your other one. Other than that, you've probably got the highlights afterwards, your best bet as well. But yeah, at this stage, they are showing Jordan Ulysses so far playing 9 games, 42 runs, 81 running meters, makes a couple meters per time he does play. Also, speaking of running meters, average meters gained, I have got it written down on a piece of paper somewhere here. It is for the Rebels. They gain 3 meters for their average game, whereas the Highlanders at the moment, they are sitting on gaining a total of 3.9. They make a little bit more. UFOs have been active in Taranaki as well. What street number as well, says, look, I don't know whether I want to give you my full address, to be honest. Over YouTube, Penanata is injured as well, says Henry Samuel, so that is not good news as well. But now it is going to be Mitch Hunt, who they are showing was tackled by Ulysses, and then from there, Ulysses pulled up a little bit of discomfort, unfortunately, for that man. Kimmy, you should put it up, your heads up note on the screen down the bottom, like last night, no live footage. It should be a regular as well, says Mitchell. I was actually going to make it a pinned comment, although I did forget to in this one, unfortunately, purely because of the fact that I was resetting my modem. As you guys know by now, my Wi-Fi is not flash. Carter Gordon now. That's a flash backline, though, from the Rebels. Now it's got Marika Korompete. Is he going to be able to score his first try? Yes, he is. And that is his first try of the Super Rugby competition this year. Marika Korompete. And now he is going to be a very happy man. And the Rebels are right back in this match now. as well. And then we have also got there, I will quickly update that, and then I will put the pin comment up as well, so that you guys know that I won't be showing any footage, but we will go Marika Korombete has been able to score the try. He's done well there, and he hasn't been able to score so far in any competition, but this one now, he has added his name to a list, and I will quickly go. There we go. One moment, guys, but that was very nicely done. Little back line, and it looks strong, and then from there, Aaron Smith, or I believe it was Jonah Nareki one-on-one with Marika Korombete. Going to be tough to stop that man. I was saying maybe there was a bobble off that one. There we go. And I will pin that one in the chat so you guys will be able to see that it means that there is no match footage being shown on this live stream, but Marika Korombete able to score that try for the Rebels now. And we have also got in the chat a whole heap of other people, so I do appreciate you all being here. Try, says Isaac as well. And we have got, who is your favourite player? Says Thomas. I quite enjoyed watching, if we're talking about these two sides, I quite enjoyed watching Connor Garden-Bishop when he wasn't injured with his broken wrist. He was a very good player to watch indeed. Matt Tamua now is going to be lining up this kick, almost practicing his golfing putt. He is trying to work out exactly what angle he wants to hit this ball. This kick, if it goes over, they are only 7 points behind, and we have got to give Luca the local gang house address. I don't know whether we've got too many local gangs, which I feel like we're lucky in that regard. Who's your favourite player? I read that one, and I'm going to play MLB. And we have also got Woohoo from Zara. Keep the tries coming, mate, as well. And at this stage, he didn't manage to convert that one, but at this stage, 14 points to the Highlanders and 5 to the Rebels. Very nicely done with that backline, though. It was Gordon, then into the hands of Worth. Nice drawing pass, and then from there, Jonah Nareki, he's good at tackling, but stopping Marika Korombete when he's running that quickly. You got to wish anyone luck in that regard. Can you tell us which new player is joining the Highlanders? As well, says Harris or Bell. I'm not actually too sure of the most recent signings. I know for the Hurricanes, they have signed the likes of, I think the last signing I saw was that they signed the Lock fella, but I can't think of his name off the top of my head. But have they signed a couple new players for next season, or is it that you are asking whether I know? Do let me know. I thought George was going to be in the live stream tonight, says Henry Samuel. He, I haven't actually heard from him, but with the amount of rain that has been around, perhaps because he lives out in the country, maybe there's a little bit of flooding around as well. But Joe Powell now inside of the 22 for the Rebels has kicked that one high, and that one has gone into touch from him. Very nicely done. Bounces over the head of Joshuani, sorry. And they are just inside of the half now. And we have got their charge people the next time they ask for match footage as well. Says the big V8 show. Yeah, it's one of those ones. Unfortunately, like, I understand why people want to see it, but it's also like on YouTube, there's like zero chance of being able to watch the game live kind of thing. It's just purely because of the fact that like Sansa are very strict. Like, I'm very lucky I'm able to do this as well. Like the first live stream we did for Super Rugby AU actually got us a copyright strike, and I wasn't able to live stream for a little while until I managed to get that strike taken off. Now it's going to be Aaron Smith. Dixon now, little knock on there from, oh, now that's a knock on. 2 little knock-ons there. So now it is going to be the Rebel scrum there. Not too happy there, Mitch Hunt. And we have got is Damien joining the Highlanders because I heard a rumor about that. Says Harris. If he is, that will be a big hit for the Chiefs. And that's the thing. The Highlanders at the moment, they have also got the likes of Nihi Multiscudder, who I feel like wouldn't really enjoy the fact that, wouldn't enjoy the fact that they were going to be signing another fullback because he is hardly getting any match time either. What about Roger Tuivasa to the Blues next year? Oh, yes, I did hear about that one. And that is one of those ones that, it's going to be a very exciting signing. And it's going to be interesting to see where they put him in the back line as well. I'll be back soon, bro. As well, says Carlos, no worries. And I will pay $50 for match footage. KQ lads as well. Says Batman. Unfortunately, I wish I could show you guys, but it ends up with, it's kind of one of those ones that for us to show 1 second of footage means that we can't do about maybe 50 hours of live streams over the next couple of weeks. Like, so it's one of those ones that the risk to reward factor, like 1 second for pretty much stopping the channel in its tracks is going to be one of those situations that would be very unfortunate. Now it's going to be Joe Powell, goes into the hands of Carter Gordon now, has run hard at the line there, the man in the number 13 jersey. That is not Magnay though. Who is that? It is actually Stacey Ely starting this one. It was supposed to be Magnay. Now it's going to be Korombete running hard at the line and straight over the ball for the Highlanders, and that's going to be the penalty there for the Highlanders once again. Joe Powell, not a happy man at the moment, but it was Michael Collins who got straight over that one. and was able to get it. It's legit as well, says AJ Cook. And also here comes another loss from Australia as well, says Pro Trooper Shark Hunter. I mean, the Rebels, they aren't quite out of this match yet. If there's another try or two, maybe. But that's the thing, the Highlanders, they are going to have to play aggressive here because of the fact that, like, if they don't get that bonus point, they are not going to be in front of the Crusaders. And that is one thing that I'm sure they will be wanting to do, keep the pressure on from Zara as well. 2 Cents Rugby got in trouble for a little while because Sanzar weren't happy that they used Super Rugby in his live stream title. I actually I got striked for that same one, but his got taken off in about 2 hours. Ours took about 2 weeks or so, or a week or so to be able to get taken off. So it was a little bit more unfortunate for the little fella in that situation. And we have got, it's Damian McKenzie goes the Chiefs stuff. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Oh, that one's going to be another line out lost by the Highlanders. That's about 1 from 5 that they've been able to get for themselves here. Parkinson there making the tackle there on Haylett Petty. Now they've got the ball once again. The Rebels just outside of the 22. C.O. Tompkinson trying to offload into the hands now of Worth with a bit of a step hit hard in the tackle by Gregory, though, getting driven backwards. And now it looks like Joe Bell is going to be kicking this one himself. Little kick in behind. It looks like a nice day there as well. The sun is out now. It's going to be Josh Ioane going back across the field into the hands now of Jonah Nariki. He's got a James Lynch. He's on his outside. He's going himself. Jonah Nariki. It's gone into the hands now. And a great low tackle on Worth. Now it's going to be Leota inside of the 22 trying to drive forward. And they have still got this ball now. Joe Powell looks like he is going to be setting up now to go to Ulysses infield a little bit, creating the angle. They won't be able to kick this one out on the full, though. And now Joe Powell looks like he is going to be rolling this one back so that he can take this kick. Shannon Frizzell trying to counteract, not quite able to get in there. And we have also, I will read the chat in a very short moment. That one was almost charged down by Josh Dixon. That one has gone on. Mitch Hunter's going to be taking this one. As he know it has been slapped back, and Leota's got it now. But it was a little knock on, and now it's going to be the scrum feed of the Highlanders. A little knock on by Leota. We have also got there as well. Geez, tell you what, the chat is going quick. I do appreciate you all being here for this one. We have got, are you going to the All Blacks versus Springbok and Dunners? I don't think I am, but I would actually really like to. We'll have to wait and see. Then you might as well get Rugby Pass or your Rugby Pass stuff. Says the big V8 show. And also who's on fullback for the Rebels. It is going to be George Worth. And they got the replacement option of Andrew Callaway, although he may slot into a winger position as well. Do you watch another's podcast as well? Says I don't actually watch podcasts that much, to be honest. We did actually have a Kiwi Lads podcast, but we stopped doing that a little while ago. But yeah, I find that even YouTube, I don't think I've watched like a full YouTube video in probably a few weeks. And then before that, probably a few months, just because of how busy we end up being with all of the stuff that I'm doing on the channel. We have got Highlanders signed the former Crusader and All Black, Owen Franks. Is that as a coach or as a player? Do let me know. And Phoenix Drew with birth to all. That would almost mean that they don't move through. That one has gone down in the front row as they have got the penalty there, the Rebels. And they are fighting hard in this match at the moment here, the Rebels, and they are hoping that they can get themselves a try very soon before the start of halftime, or the start of the second half, I should say. What is your height? I think I'm about 1.79, I think, if I'm not wrong. And damn, says Sarah as well. Okay, I listen to Zeus Sense. Anyone else? So you listen to 2 Cents. Anyone else? Says Isaac. I don't get a chance to watch too many of his videos, though. Like, I know that he does quite a few Super Rugby live streams as well, I think. But other than that, like, I know when I was, I actually tried to warn him about the Super Rugby AU copyright strike. But then he did actually get his live stream taken down maybe about 10 minutes after I tried to say something. So maybe, yeah, I didn't have enough of an impact there as well. Now it's going to be Ulysses going to the front now. And it is going to be driving forward now for the Rebels. That one has gone down, and they have got the advantage once again now, the Rebels. And if they can score very soon, they are right in this match. And the Highlanders, they are trying their best to try and slow this one down. They're still driving forward. Shannon Frizzell trying to get over the ball. Not quite able to, just outside of the 22. Now it's going to be in the hands of Hosier once again. Joe Powell firing it out the back line. Marika Cotompetti's got one now. He will be open for another one, and it's out in his hands now. Running over the top of Josh Ioane almost, but good tackle from Josh Ioane there. Now it is going to be Joe Powell running into Elof now. Was James Lynchies. Joe Powell out the back line once again. A little bit of a cross check from Carter Gordon. Sorry, now it's going to be jumping up. He's almost been able to take it. No, he hasn't. And it is going to be going back now for the penalty to the Rebels. Now they have to kick for the corner here. I don't think they can take on the 3 points. We have also got there, I think the score was going to be 100-5 as well. 28 foot and 6 inches wide as well, says A-Clip. Not too sure what that means. We have got too bad ESPN fans let us down here in the States as well, says Gary Miller. Yeah, they got rid of it, of ESPN, and I have no idea why. Like, I feel like that was one of those ones, like the more people that you get watching the game, the more it's going to grow rugby. And I feel like that's one of those things that you want to be able to keep on doing, is growing the sport, because we have got like so many great players, and we are going to get to see a lot of good rugby over the next couple months as well. Podcasts are an oversaturated market at the moment, says the Big V8 show. Yeah, there are quite a few that are going around at the moment, that is for sure. At this stage, 3 lineouts have been stolen by the Rebels so far, and now they are driving forward. Jordan Ulisi breaking off the back, but he has been tackled by Parkinson. Only 10 metres out now are the Rebels. Can they strike back in this match? Elof tackled by Liam Coltman there. Now it is going to be Powell firing across field into the hands of Hosier, driving forward as well. They haven't got the advantage at the moment here for the Rebels, but now it's going to be Matt Tamu selling a dummy tackled by James Leachings. He's been extremely busy in this first half. Now it is going to be in the hands of Leota, once again driving. Joe Powell fires it back to Carter Gordon. This is looking dangerous, but great tackle there from Scott Gregory. They have got the advantage as well here, the Rebels. Joe Powell driving forward straight over the ball is Hugh Renton, but they have still got this one. Phase play at the moment is key for them. He's on his side as he got over the line, and as he scored it, I think it has been held up. So they are going to be going back for the penalty now to the Rebels. Right, I will try my best to read. I think it's 9 foot approximately as well, says A-Clip. And Highlanders need to sign Richie Mo'unga. That would be an interesting situation as well. So I don't know whether that will happen, though, at this stage. I think he is pretty happy in that number 10 jersey for the Crusaders, but that would be a big signing. And we have got, hey, mate, from Penny Albert. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Go Rebels. As well, if the Rebels lose by 100, that would be them sacked, as well as Batman and Kiora Amish from Browns Bay, Blues Country. Well, enjoying your work. Aussie will still put up a tough side. Oh, dear, what they've taken a quick dab. I'll read the rest of that one in a very short moment. But now it is going to be around this side. They've got another advantage for offside. Someone's going to the bin soon. Elof down and Elof over. The ball's on the line. That's going to be a try. And the Rebels score. And now they are right back in this match now as well. And we have also got the end of that one was Aussies will put up a tough side despite super form. They have enough class spread through them. Yeah, they've got a lot of good players spread out in those sides. And I feel like they've got that July little training camp that they have got. And maybe that will help them all click as well. But Elof might have just scored the try there for the Rebels. And I think he did, in fact. And they had the advantage as well. The Highlanders are going to have to be careful with that discipline. I'm going to update my try scorers. And it is going to be Marika Conomberi. He's going to have a friend, and his name is going to be Cabos. I'm not sure how to say that first name, but Elof is the last name anyway. And he has been able to score himself a try there. We'll type that one in. There we go. Now this match is getting pretty close. And we have what's got in there. I've seen that on YouTube, said Isaac. And also we have got my sister's pregnant. Yeah, who I'm going to be a dad? Uncle? I hope that is a clip, but we will have to wait and see. And hello, hope you're doing well today from Sebastian. Thank you very much, mate. Right, back at you. And I am very excited for this match because this is going to be a very close one. We're going to have just enough time to have a little bit of play before the end of the first half. Currently 7 seconds left. Where's Johnny Blaze? I think he had a dinner with the in-laws yesterday, so I'm not sure whether or not he will be up and about for this one. And we have got a boat of funny of people with funny as well. Go Rebels as well, says Penny Isaac, and we have got try time from Isaac as well. Good night, all Highlanders. 1:41 a.m. in Detroit, Michigan. Yeah, so it's getting late night. So hopefully, for that sake, that was a good challenge from Shannon Frizzell. But they have got this ball now once again, the Rebels. And by the looks of it, I would think they will be kicking this one into touch. Carter Gordon, making sure it goes out. And it's going to be half-time, and the Rebels are only 2 points behind here. Mo'unga needs to play with a less dominant pack in order to put himself under more pressure as well, says Fernando as well. And that would be... yeah, that's one of those things. A lot of people say that when you've got that strong of a fullback in front of you, like it means that you have got a lot of freedom. So it would be interesting, like the likes of some of these other guys, they probably have to work slightly harder, I guess. But Richie Mo'unga, I mean, he got a hat-trick in that last match as well, or the one before the last match, sorry. He was very impressive. Hurricanes need Richie. I feel like there's going to be a bidding war for him at this stage by the sounds of it. And Blues will be strong next year. As well, says Batman, and also how good were the Blues last night? Yeah, boy, as well, says Vito. They did have a good win, although I think they also may have been a little bit disappointed only because of the fact that they did end up with quite a few handling errors, which maybe if they, I feel like they'll look at back at that and then go, right, if we can sort that out, we're going to put 50 points on the Reds next week. But that could be hard to do because the Reds, of course, getting that win over the Chiefs, but it's going to be exciting. But the Blues are in form at the moment, and I think it is going to take them all the way to the final. We have got agreed as well, says Fernando. For it would be Richie Mo'unga heading to the to the Hurricanes. We have got this is a good game. Rebels take it, go, win. You can do it. says A-Clip, and game on now, says better go the Rebels, says Batman, woohoo. From Zara, make a review because it is only one game as well, says Henry Samuel. I think that is going to be a possibility. We might be doing a post-match review after this one. Marika Corambetti is class, says the big V8 show. And that's the thing. Now that he's scored a try, like he was tryless in Super Rugby AU and also tryless so far in Super Rugby Trans-Tasman, now that he's got one, I feel like the floodgates are going to be open and he is going to score a lot more before the end of this competition. He's only got a couple of weeks, but I think he's going to pick himself up maybe one more in the second half and a few more in coming weeks as well. And we have also got their Kiwi lads. Scott Robertson goes overseas. Will the Crusaders lose their dominance? Says Batman. It's a hard one. I feel like you guys are asking all the tough questions today, to be fair. But, I mean, it's one of those ones that if he was to go overseas, they've still got quite a good coaching staff underneath him at the Crusaders. And they have got the class of the players to be able to do so. Like, they've got a lot of young and up-and-coming players as well. So it's going to be one of those ones that, I don't know, it would be interesting, though, if he does go overseas. Zara said, you are doing a good job, mate. Thank you very much. And Chelsea won the Champions League, says Henry Samuel. That was on this morning against Melbourne City, wasn't it? But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. I do appreciate you all being here. We have over 100 people at the moment for this Sunday afternoon game. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like on this live stream. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We will have a quick look. We are sitting on 22 likes. So let's see if we can get that to 30 before the second half kicks off. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button. We have also got the Blues are desperate for the final. They missed in Aotearoa, and Canes looking strong as well. They are. And it's one of those ones, the Canes, they've got that, they're kind of lucky in a way, because I know the likes of the Crusaders and whatnot, like they were playing all the big teams first, and now they are moving on to the teams who finished lower on the table for Super Rugby AU. And the Hurricanes have got that reverse, so they're going to have to face the Brumbies next week and then the Reds the last week. And if the Reds can continue over that form, like the Reds are one of those sides now that they will be trying to take down as many New Zealand sides as they can. So the Reds, like at this stage, they've still got the Blues and the Hurricanes. They could knock both of them out of those top positions, and then it could be Crusaders versus maybe Highlanders if they get this win, depending on how it all goes. But yeah, I feel like if the Reds win, I think it's only going to be up against one of those two sides, though. Can anyone share a link to the footage as well, says Musa? I know that on YouTube, after the match is over, which is going to be in about 50 minutes' time, they will have highlights go up on the All Blacks channel and Super Rugby. But unfortunately, live footage-wise, I don't know any options out there for you, sorry, unfortunately. And that is the lineup for Hamo, by the looks of it, for the Blues. Papa Lee on the bench as well, which I know is a big moment indeed. And we have also got the no Melbourne City. I said Melbourne City again, didn't I? Man City is the name that I was after. And we have also got Go Rugby, says Kitione. And we have also got, if the Blues can get to the final, Crusaders will slow them again. But that's the thing. If the Crusaders don't get the bonus points in the next two matches and the Blues do, then you're in that situation of it's going to be a game at Eden Park. And the Crusaders, they have that 100% winning record at home for the final. But away, I feel like it's still pretty high. But it seems to always be the home final for them. So maybe they will be in that situation of it could be a decent crack for them being able to do a match away from home. Could be tough for them. And we always got, you see the Richie play live as he organisation in the back line and talking to the forwards and demands what he wants to get, what he wants as well. Rebels need to work on the territory as well, says Zara. Yeah, at the moment, the Highlanders, they have been dominating at times in this game, but the line-out has been a big problem for them so far. ESPN fans teased us with the Aotearoa thing, says Fernando. Yeah, I wish that these ones were on there as well, because I know even like other than Stan Sport and Sky, I don't know whether there's too many other options to be able to watch the games, which does kind of suck, other than Rugby Pass, of course, because of the fact that like the thing that I want is for the game of rugby to be able to grow. But if you can't show those games to people, it does make it a lot tougher to be able to do so. So hopefully they do decide to add a little bit more of a chance for people to see the game grow. And that is a good chip in behind that went to Michael Collins for that first try of this match. Very impressive there from the Highlanders, but they will be hoping that they can somehow get another try in this match or two, because they want that bonus point to get them right up there in this competition. And we have also got there, does anyone know Bowden Barrett will be back for the Blues? I think he is next year back, if I'm not wrong. I think he has expired his contract for the Japanese side in the top league, if I'm not wrong. And we have got Crusaders will eat them at Eden Park as well, says Batman. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I guess that's one thing, though. If you have got the away game rather than the home game, like, yes, the Crusaders are still very strong, but I feel like it gives them, like, that little bit, like maybe about a 2% more chance of losing just because it's an away game. Why do the Hurricanes not wear their home kit? As well, says Henry Samuel. I guess that's a good question. Maybe it was just for the fact that they were, I guess they weren't really at home, but they were the closest to the home side. Because who were they playing? They were playing the Western Force, so maybe they decided that the kits clashed or something. So maybe that's why they decided. I'm not sure, though. Seems like a weird situation that they didn't. Anyway, yeah, it's got when the Crusaders won against the Lions over in South Africa, then they can, when the Crusaders won against the Lions over in South Africa, then they can win anywhere. Yeah, they're a hard side to beat, the Crusaders, as many sides in Super Rugby Aotearoa and Super Rugby Trans-Tasman have found out so far. But yeah, one of these other sides, they will need to make sure that they have a phenomenal game if they do want to get that win up against them. But yeah, Marika Korompeti, they are talking about here. They are saying how hyped up they would have been for him to be able to get that try. But now we are just waiting for the second half to get underway. And it is going to be a very exciting one indeed. At this stage, I do see that the Sharks, they won 38-10 over the Titans, which is a good win for them as well in the NRL. We have got Go Rebels Go from Pene Isaac, and also when they were at McLean Park as well, says Henry Samuel. Yeah, so it wasn't interesting because it is closer, of course, for them for their home game, but maybe the Western Force's away kit doesn't have a little bit of yellow on it, so maybe that's why they did it, because of the fact that it does clash just that little bit. But yeah, it seems strange that they didn't get to wear it. Bloody returns next year as well, or Bodie returns next year, says A-Clip. I read that it's Bloody, which was interesting, and yeah, that's going to be exciting. And then you got Roger Tuivasa-Sheck a little bit earlier on. They're talking about the Matt Tamua high tackle, and they're saying that maybe he should have ended up with a yellow card there, perhaps. But it was just a warning by the looks of it, bro. If the Highlanders lose, Chiefs can have a chance for the Chiefs as well. I believe that is from Pene Isaac. And yeah, that will be what the Chiefs are probably hoping here, because of the fact that if they're not the only New Zealand side to win, I feel like that softens that blow just a little bit more. To be honest, the Mitre 10 Cup teams would probably be able to beat some of the Aussie Super Rugby teams as well, says Vito Skarks. And that's the thing, that competition, it is going to be called the Bunnings NPC this year, I think. And it is only going to be, I think, 1 or 2 months away as well. And I feel like I want to do more live streams on those games, purely because of the fact that there should be some very good rugby, and it will be pretty awesome getting to see some of these younger players kind of where they have come from when they make their way into the Super Rugby squads as well. But at this stage, 2 points is the difference in this match. Theo Tompkinson and Michael Collins both scoring tries for the Highlanders in this first half, and then you have got 2 tries for the Rebels, Marika Korompeti, and also it was Elof who got the other. So it's going to be exciting to see how the second half goes. No NPC teams would get crushed as well, says A-Clip. And that's the thing. The best thing about that NPC competition is normally the fact that in those first couple of weeks, you get to see all those guys who are in the All Blacks kind of getting to play. But I'm not sure whether they will get a chance in this one, because I think it almost overlaps with the Tri-Nations for those first couple moments. But at this stage, tackles made by the Highlanders, 96, 7 missed tackles, though. They are clinical when it comes to those tackles, that is for sure. They have had 30 less carries, but they have almost had the same amount of carry meters. And yeah, missed tackles from the Rebels. They have made 42, missing 10. That is actually a lot better than they had last week, because they did miss 44 tackles in that one. Welcome and good morning from beautiful South Africa as well, says Heinrich. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in for this one. It is a Sunday afternoon game here in New Zealand, and it's one of those ones that I don't think too many people knew that this game was going to be happening at 5 rather than 2, because originally it was supposed to be happening in Queenstown. To Queenstown, New Zealand, but they decided to switch it to Sydney because of the travel restrictions for Melbourne. So they had to move it to Sydney, and that is where this game is being played now. And it has been a very good one and a close matchup between these two sides. Make a live stream at 7, Rugby Challenge 4, says Henry Samuel. I'm not sure whether I will be doing any Rugby Challenge live streams tonight, purely because I feel like by then my voice will be completely gone because of how many times we've done live streams over this weekend. We have also got welcome and good morning from beautiful. I read that one, sorry. And we have also got when does the Mitre 10 Cup start? I will quickly have a look. And we have also got, bro, what's the score? Says Amy Wilson. At the moment, it is sitting 14 to the Highlanders and 12 to the Rebels. They have been playing well, the Rebels. The line out time, I'm thinking maybe they will make the change to Ash Dixon pretty much straight away, just because it hasn't quite been working out. 68 days is when the Bunnings NPC / Mitre 10 Cup starts, and it will be on the 6th of August. 1 day before the Tri-Nations match between the Wallabies and the All Blacks as well. Who do you think will win this game? I think a lot of people were 100% saying that it will be the Highlanders, but at this stage, the Rebels they're right in this one. So it could be interesting to see how it goes. But we will just have to wait and see when the second half gets underway. Just Highlanders just maybe as well, says Amy. And we have got Heinrich is happy from I assume that's Durban. So I feel like there's a little bit of a rivalry there perhaps. We have also got there, bring the Highlanders from the second half, boys, after the halftime as well, says Joseph. So they will have to pour on the pressure here because they aren't out of this match yet, the Rebels. They are only 2 points behind. All they need is an early try here, and they could well and truly put themselves right on the right path of being able to score the try. Benetton defeated Connacht as well yesterday. I did see that. That's 4 for 4 for them. This is madness as well, says Sebastian. And that's the thing. They are going to be doing the top South African side versus the top side from the Rainbow Cup, the Northern Hemisphere Rainbow Cup. And because of that, Benetton are going to be facing the Vodacom Bulls, which I feel like is a matchup that people probably didn't really expect that they would see because of the fact that when you think of the top side in the in the Pro 14, you don't, I know it sounds bad, but you don't really think of Benetton. You think of the likes of Leinster, Munster, and all of those sides along those lines. But because of the way that the format is, it means that now they are going to have a chance of going for the match against the Bulls, which is going to be an interesting one. And maybe, I don't know, maybe the upset of the competition could be Benetton taking down the Bulls, but it will be very tough. Doing a great job. Rebels are very strong finishers. Go Rebels, as well, says Glenn McArthur. And that's the thing. Before this competition, they had a little bit of a rough Super Rugby AU just because they couldn't quite get over the try line. But at this stage, these 2 tries in this match already is better than the average amount of tries that they scored in the Super Rugby AU competition. I am going to bring up a little stat that I did write down. This was pre-match, head-to-head. 2 tries for the Rebels and 10 for the Highlanders. And so far, the Rebels, if they can get 1 or 2 more in this match, like not only do they cancel out that bonus point for the Highlanders, but they might be able to get the first win for the Rebels side in the Super Rugby Trans-Tasman competition, the second for an Australian side as well. There is a very long half time. I swear it's not normally this long for this one. If you think the Rebels win the video, like the video. If you think Highlanders win, then subscribe, says Benno Isaac. Although either way, be sure that you have already left that like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. We said we'd try and hit 30 likes by the time we got into the second half. We are sitting on 28, so we are only 2 away. So if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like on this live stream. And we have also got there, hopefully, says Amy Wilson, for them to be able to win. And also we have got the Rebels will bring it to 13-2 for NZ games as well, says Heinrich. And go Rebels go, says Benno Isaac. And we have also got 23-37 for the prediction from Diogo. And also hi from Kyle. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Go Rebels, says Bernadetta. And also that's going to be a good game, Bulls versus Benetton as well, says Bertie. And I will ask, what would your score prediction be for that one, Bertie? If that was the case, do you think the Bulls would end up with an extremely strong win, or do you think Benetton would be able to hang in there? I'll probably have to learn the Benetton side. I haven't actually watched them play throughout this Rainbow Cup, which I feel like I will need to change because they have a chance of being in that final. So I think Highlanders 20 to the Rebels 15. Okay. So in that regard, they would get 2 more penalties for Sippy Dog, and then also the Rebels getting 1. And that's the thing. Maybe it gets to the stage how for the Highlanders, they need that bonus point. So do they pour on the pressure, go for the corner for that line-out? I think more than likely Liam Coltman, unfortunately for that line-out throw, I think he is going to be taken off the field at halftime. That would be a smart option in this regard. 34 likes. Geez, did we go well and truly up there? We did indeed. Thank you all very much for hitting that like button. Much appreciated. Have you ever played rugby? I did when I was a lot younger. Like pretty much, like I would say maybe when I was about 8. And I was out on the wing, but we had a first 5 and a halfback who never passed the ball. So in a season, I touched the ball 3 times. So I was like, I don't think I just want to stand out here getting cold while everyone else, or just those 2, run the ball every day. And we have got Peter as for mate as well. And we have got also the Harlequins have reached the Premiership playoffs for the first time in 5 years. Wonderful stuff. They did get the win over, who were they playing? Were they versing Northampton? No. I might have the wrong team there, but they are showing Aaron Smith now. He is going to have a captain's performance in the second half, but they are also showing Marika Korompete. He has scored his first try of Super Rugby 2021. He will be open to extend it in this one as well. Highlanders are going to win, says Clarinet, or Clarinet Kid, sorry. And we have also got well done coverage as well, says Benno Blade. Thank you very much, mate. Very much appreciated there. I think Highlanders 45-17, or 17 to the Highlanders. I think that is from Batman. Bath Rugby is who they play, says Sebastian, and obviously for Clarinet Kid for the Highlanders going to win, but that one has been taken by Leota. And straight away, the Highlanders will have to make sure that they can score early in the second half. My voice is almost leaving me already at this stage. Awesome commentary, says Peter Blade. And yeah, I appreciate you guys all being here. How's the first match to face in the Minor 10 Cup Oh, I feel like I should have looked at that at the same time, shouldn't I? I know it's a 7:05 p.m. kickoff on the Friday, if that helps out. But now it's going to be Scott Gregory somehow keeping that ball in. Aaron Smith, quick hands now. Liam Coltman driving at the line, but tackled by Elof on the 40-metre line at the moment. Other Highlanders now. It's going to be Shannon Frizzell trying to drive forward as well. But he has been shut down. Now it's going to be Mitch Hunt. Fires it back now. Backline moving here for the Highlanders. Michael Collins now out on the wing, stepping on the inside. Very nicely done, but low tackle from Matt Tamua has been able to stop that momentum there. They need face play here for the Highlanders, and they need to make sure they're not giving the ball up knock on, though. So now it's going to be in the hands of the Rebels, and now they have got the advantage as well. It is Aylett Petty now driving forward. Now it's going to be Joe Bell, little knock on from him. So they are going back for the scrum feed for the Rebels now. We have got just tuned in from the UK Highlanders by 15, says Brent McGregor. So, yeah, they will need a good second half here to be able to do so, because at this stage, I think the line-out is going to be the most crucial part of their game. In that first half, I think the Rebels were able to steal 3 line-outs, and that is going to be a very interesting situation. I mean, Rebels by 7, Rentals by 7. But it is, of course, the Rebels go Landers, says Emily Farrell, and I can't wait to see an All Blacks live stream as well, says Henry Samuel in there. That's only a month and a bit away as well. Although first we are going to have the July tests, which are going to be putting New Zealand up against Tonga, Fiji. Also, Pacifica, Samoa are going to be playing against the Māori All Blacks, which should be an exciting matchup as well. But just inside of the half, at the moment, the Rebels will have the scrum, and they will be hoping that they can build from the little bit of form that they will find later on in that second half, because of the fact that Marika Korombeti able to score the try, and then the next try was for Elof, the tight head prop, and now that one is going sideways. They are going to have the advantage. Penalty here for the Rebels, and once again, they are going to be driving up the field on the halfway line at the moment. What do they do? Do they try and take on the 3 points from 50 out, or do they decide to kick for the corner? I think they will go for the corner here. I think it's just a little bit too far out for Matt Tamua, but he probably will take it on if he wants to. Is he taking it on, or is he kicking for the corner? It's right in the middle of the field. I am just waiting to see what it is going to be. It looks like he is going to be kicking this one, Matt Tamua, trying to get the Rebels the lead in this match. Go the Storm as well, says Batman. Second half has already started. It has indeed. Has it still got... Oh, I thought for a second it may have still had halftime as well. But yeah, nonetheless, hopefully we do get to see a high-scoring second half here as well. The Rebels looking for the 3 points to try and make sure that they can get the lead. Matt Tamua, normally a very safe kicker under pressure. He has got this one out. 48. Oh, no, it's not Matt Tamua, though. It is going to be... Who is that? It is going to be the number 15, George Worth, for his first kick of this match. That's a lot of pressure, saying, hey, mate, kick this one from 48 for us. Get us the lead in this match for the first time. He is lining it up, though, George Worth. He is going to see if he can get this one. Worth lining it up. He's got the distance. Has he got the accuracy? Yes, he does. Straight down the middle from George Worth. And what a kick that is to start your kicking credentials in this match. Now the Rebels are leading this match for the first time. 15 points to the 14 of the Highlanders. And Murray versus Samoa. Oh, that's a good game as well, says Vito Skux. Yeah, that's going to be a hard-hitting affair between those two sides. And that's one thing that I love about watching the Pacific Island teams. They all play with that physicality and also that fast-paced offloading rugby, which is very entertaining to watch. The Highlanders going high. That one has been taken nicely there by John O'Wells, just inside of the field of play. They are going to be 30 metres out from their own line here. The Rebels have got 1 point as their lead. They are going to be wanting to extend it here and see what they can do. Now it is going to be fired back by Joe Bell. Or he's rolling it back. He is going to be kicking this one high by the looks of it. Yes, he is. It's going to be chased there by, I believe it was going to be the man on the right wing, whose name I keep on forgetting, but it was Lockie Anderson. They've got the advantage now for the offside. And now it is going to be Scott Gregory, who is tackled, and they are going right back for the penalty to the Highlanders. And it looks like Aaron Smith wants to take this one quickly, but maybe more than likely they will take on the 3 points instead. What do they do? No, it looks like, are they kicking for the corner? Mitch Hunt, he's looking for the corner. The Highlanders have decided we need to get 7 pointers on the board if we want to get it to the final, or if we want to make it to the final of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. Is Connor Gunnar-Basham playing? Not quite. He still has his broken wrist, but I think he is close to being fully recovered, so he might get to play in maybe the last round of the Super Rugby Trans-Tasman competition. And no, gone for the points as well. Says, oh, yeah, well done. And we haven't got who's Rebels' best player at this stage. I have to say, since coming in, Carter Gordon at number 10 has been playing pretty well overall as well. And then also Marika Korombeti, once he gets that ball in hand, he is a hard man to stop. But Elof working hard as well. They've gone right to the back there into the hands of Jonah Nariki now, who is tackled hard by Matt Tamua. going to be Aaron Smith now going into the hands of Michael Collins. Little offload back to Aaron Smith, lined up though by Jono Wells. Offloads to Michael Collins though. They are still offloading. Siate Tokolahi now is going to be driving forward for the Highlanders. Now it's going to be in the hands of Liam Coltman, trying to make a few extra meters, 10 meters out at the moment. Now they've got the advantage, so they can throw everything at this. It's going to be Josh Dixon driving forward as well for the Highlanders. They need to get over the line here. It's going to be a little sell on the dummy now. It's going to be Mitch Hunt. Goes to Scott Gregory now. Good low tackle on him though. And they have still got this ball now. It's going to be fired across to Siate Tokolahi. What a hit that was from Jono Wells. He's done incredibly well there. Straight back to his feet now. Shannon Frizzell is having another run. They will go short side here, will they? Aaron Smith had his hands on the ball. Now they've got another advantage. He's kicked the ball away as well. And now he's going to be going to the bin here, Jordan Ulysses, I think. Or he's going to be on his last warning anyway, because of the fact that he decided to kick that ball away. He kind of just got frustrated and went, nah, you're not playing it. Jordan Ulysses, he's off the field. Yellow card for him. Unfortunately, Aaron Smith had the hands on the ball. He ended up coming through and hitting into him. And then from there, he just kicked it away. He said, nah, not happening. And we haven't got line out, says Isaac. And also, Rebels are in front. Seems like AU teams have regained their motivation after yesterday's curse break, as well, says Sebastian. But yeah, Jordan Ulysses is going to be going off the field now. And that's the thing. It only takes one win to really give them like that little bit of hope, you know. Like these games, some of them have been very close, but they've just haven't quite gone their way. But yeah, it was kicked away there by Jordan Ulysses out of frustration a little bit there. And then from there now, he is going to be off the field for 10 minutes. And this will be a very good opportunity now for the Highlanders to be able to get something going here. It looks like it is going to be the line out possibly, unless they go for the scrum. Although the scrum, I believe the Rebels have the bigger full pack, but they're going for it. They have decided that they will take it on. They're talking in the back line here. Who are they going to decide to go to? They are going to bring on James Hanson, because of the fact that they have lost their hooker, which means now they are either going to have to defend with one less man in the back line, or it is going to be the situation of going with 7 men in the fullback. So this is a very good chance now for the Highlanders to get right back in this match. No cheap spoo, as well as Batman. Good to the Rebels. Were able to keep up until halftime. How long they hold on after that is worth seeing, or how long they hold on to that lead. Yeah, at this stage it could be lost into the next kind of minute or so, unless, of course, they can somehow defend this one. But Lockie Anderson off the field now. And that little play from Ulysses has now left his team in a very vulnerable position to leak points, possibly, depending on how it goes. Aaron Smith with a bit of communication with Hugh Renton off the back. Maybe he will have a bit of a run here, but it is going to be the full back of the Rebels. They have got that advantage in terms of the size. They are looking here. Has been set there. It is going to be a good push from the Highlanders there, just holding stable. They're driving forward now. Hugh Renton moving the ball forward as well. He's got it at the back. Hugh Renton, they've got the advantage. It's going to be a metre short. He's jumped on it, and it is going to be a penalty try. And the Highlanders are back in the lead now. And penalty tries normally can lead to, luckily for the Rebels, they aren't having another man in the bin, but that's another penalty try. We've had a lot of them recently, so I will quickly put up the fact that the Rebels try scorers are still the two, Marika Conobetti and Elof, but now there is going to be a third try scorer for the Highlanders, and his name is penalty try. And that is another match that has been affected by one of those. There we go. Marika Conobetti, Elof, and also for the Highlanders, Michael Collins, C.O. Tompkinson, and now a penalty try. Awesomeness, says A-Clip, and also Henry Samuels. That was to Henry, and we have got to look up yellow card here, mate. As well from Isaac, 14 men for the Rebels, and we have also got the Exeter Chiefs will be in the playoffs. The Hamilton Chiefs not quite as well, says Sebastian. The kick of the ball, penalty try. Is that the Rebels that are down to 14 men? It is indeed, Barry. It was Ulysses who was taken off the field, and the Rebels being a man down is costly, says Sammy Souza. Yeah, big mistake from Ulysses there, and because of it now they are going to be behind in this match once again, taken nicely by Hugh Renton. They're getting driven backwards. And I feel like that is one thing. How many penalty tries have we had this week? I feel like it's 2 or 3 now. It's going to be Michael Collins outside. Jonah Nariki now goes to Scott Gregory, stepping on the inside, dodging a couple tackles there, Scott Gregory. But he has been dragged down in the end. 40 metres out from their own line at the moment. Other Highlanders, Ethan de Groot driving forward there, 40 metres out from the Highlanders line. Hugh Renton inside ball to Liam Coltman now. And it is the question of how long till they go to Ash Dixon. They were able to go for the scrum instead of the line out. Now it's going to be quick hands once again. Frizzell goes to Jonah Nariki. Now Scott Gregory on the outside has lost his footing, unfortunately for him. And he has been taken down once again. Parkinson now driving forward. He's got one of those styles that he's very hard to put down, and he is still going. He's dropped the ball, but it has gone backwards. Now it's going to be Siate Tokolahi, who is driving forward straight over the ball for the Rebels as well. And it is a turnover, and now they've got another attacking chance. He has been tackled hard by Shannon Frizzell. Joe Bell kicking that ball into touch, and it is going to be going back for the line out now. That was a huge hit from Shannon Frizzell. And now all of a sudden the Highlanders have got this ball just inside of their own half. And we have also got Nick Furious Saint as well, says Batman. I feel like even mentioning that name gets people all riled up at this stage. That was a hard hit from Shannon Frizzell. 37 like, let's aim for 50 by the end of the game. Smash that like button, guys, says Betty. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are going to be doing all of the Super Rugby Trans-Tasman games next week. Also, a bit of the Rainbow Cup South Africa, all sorts on, going to be all happening. That is for sure. At this stage, Ethan de Groot getting up a little bit slow. And there is someone else who is down at the moment. It is going to be Siate Tokolahi, who isn't looking to flash. And that's the thing. The Highlanders lost a lot of props throughout Super Rugby Aotearoa. I think they were down to about 4 that they had at one stage. All hail Nick Perry as well. But now it looks like it is going to be Aiden Johnston coming on the field for Ethan de Groot. And also it is going to be now, it looks like Natunani Punavai isn't too far away either. So that's a big question. Who is he going to come on the field for? Does he go on the field for Sio Tompkinson, who has scored a try? Does he go on the field for Michael Collins, who has scored a try? Or maybe he goes on the field for Scott Gregory. He hasn't scored a try, but he has been running hard at the line, making quite a few tackles as well. So maybe they will keep him out there. What stadium are they playing at? It is a hard name to say. Lenark Stadium or something along those lines. I think I just said it terribly, but it is in, it's actually in Lenark as well. It's in Sydney. It's the location, but that is going to be now Jeff Waite's coming off the field, or coming on the field, sorry. That is replacing Siate Tokolahi, who has had to put in a shift in this game. But at this stage, the Highlanders, they are 6 points ahead, but they haven't won this game yet. Sorry, I'll tell you if you like, as well, says A-Clip as well. I'll tell you if you like. What are we telling me? I'm not too sure. But I have liked. Well, I don't think I've liked, but you guys have liked. So I do appreciate that from you guys as well. We will have a look, and we are sitting on 41 at the moment. So 50 is well and truly on the cards here. So if you haven't already, be sure to smash that like button. We have also got now a line out for the Highlanders. They are going to be about 30 metres out from the line of the Rebels. That one is taken by Parkinson. Now they are going for a bit of a rolling maul. It is in the hands of Jeff Thwaite, slowly going backwards. They will be told to use it very soon. And it is in the hands of Liam Coleman. The referee is allowing it. Now they have been told to use it, I believe. And there is no halfback at the moment. Now he has fired it back. That is very nicely done there. Now they are going to the short side. It's in the hands of Jonah Nariki now with a little grubber in mind. It's gone into the hands of Mitch Hunt. One more to Aaron Smith. He went himself though, Aaron Smith, and he is going to get driven into touch. He had Scott Gregory on the inside. Decided not to use him. And because of it now, it means that now it's going to be a 5 metre scrum or 5 metre line out now for the Rebels here. And the question is, are they going to take it quickly? Aaron Smith saw the line. Thought he had a chance. They've taken it quickly, but it is going to be now going back for that line out once again. And we haven't got Go Highlanders. Keep it up, boys, as well. Aussie teams, 156 points. New Zealand teams, 268 points. Refs, 36 points as well, says Isaac. How many penalty tries have we had so far? Do let me know, because I think we're up to maybe around 4 so far in the competition. Okay, so Rebels have home ground advantage a little bit. It is normally in Melbourne that they play, but it is in Sydney for this one. But they have got the home that's an awkward drop for Joe Powell, putting himself under all sorts of pressure there. But yeah, they are more home than the Highlanders. It was originally supposed to be played at Queenstown, but it did end up getting shifted, unfortunately, due to restrictions in terms of travel. The Melbourne side weren't going to be able to get into New Zealand, but they were able to get to Sydney for this match. And now they have been told to use it. It's popped out the side there for the Highlanders, and now they are only a couple metres short. It's in the hands of Josh Dixon now driving forward. He's on his back. He's over the line, and that is going to be the try, I believe, for the Highlanders. Did he get turned over there, Josh Dixon? Because if so, I think he might have just got that one down, and that could be another try for the Highlanders. So that would be 2 in the time that Jordan Ulysses has been off the field. Thomas has said hello. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. And we have got a kip. Nick Barry to ref the final in 2023 as well, says Batman. And no, get it together. Naughty Rebels, stop doing Rebels as well, says A-Clip. Did he get this one down, Josh Dixon? It's close. It's still up. I think it's on the player's hand. We are getting to see. On-field decision is try. And this one at this stage, they're trying to look. This is the Elof moon they have said it was shown is a crack, unfortunately, for him. I think that's almost going to be held up because he kept on wriggling Josh Dixon. So I don't know whether they're going to have clear, conclusive evidence, but it's going to be clear that he didn't get the ball down, I think, is the call. It is held up there. And I feel like at this stage, Liam Coleman's in the way from that angle. They are looking through. Unfortunately for them, they're going to have to look at the angle that does have the Elof but out, unfortunately, for them. Okay, so it's an on-field try because of the fact that there was nothing clear and obvious that says that it wasn't down. So Josh Dixon scores for the Highlanders, and that is going to be the second try now since it was Jordan Ulesek coming off the field, and that is costly now. They were right in this match here, the Rebels, up till that moment. But Josh Dixon now picking himself up a try as well. We'll add that one to the list, but it was just the interception in the breakdown. In the end, the ball came free, and the Highlanders, they made the most of it. And now we have also got there now, also no gave it as well, says Isaac Kiora from Western Australia as well, says Lily at school. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. We have also got in the chat, Thomas up the Highlanders as well. Try, says AJ. And we have also got what's your favourite song and song by Green Day. Favourite food? Probably I'll go along the lines of pizza. Green Day songs, can't think of too many off the top of my head. So that one is a tricky one as well. Congratulations to the Netherlands rugby team as well, says Gregory Grant. And we have also got, where are you from? I'm halfway in between the Highlanders and the Crusaders in the South Island. What do you think of this idea if COVID ends up bringing the Super Rugby to a whole? Every New Zealand side has to choose one best Rugby Challenge 4 player, and the comp continues on Rugby Challenge 4. That would be kind of awesome. Although I don't know whether they would, I don't know whether they would allow that, because you can do up to 4 players on the same team. So that would be kind of cool to see 4 Highlanders players taking on 4 Rebels players in this situation. I don't know, maybe if the channel gets a bit bigger, maybe we will be able to convince some of these players to possibly get involved in something like that, because that would be pretty cool, having 4 Highlanders players taking on 4 Australian Super Rugby sides. Or maybe you choose, 1 player from each side. Who's your team, Kiwi? At this stage, I'm very lucky because I am completely impartial for these New Zealand sides. I love watching all of them play, and that's why I enjoy Super Rugby Aotearoa and also this competition so much. I enjoy watching the Australian sides play as well. We have got Mako Votapolo there in the chat. They said, hey, brother, I hope you and your family are doing good. It's crazy rain happening down in Canterbury. Yeah, she has been pretty wet, although luckily for us, it seems to be just that little bit more north that has been having the real big flooding, but it has been raining very heavily there. How did the dinner with the in-laws go? Marco Vunapolo Bear, do let me know. John Anariki now clearing that ball. At this stage, the Highlanders don't have that bonus point yet, but that is what they will be after. Matt Tamua now has kicked that one back high into the sky. Taken nicely by Mitch Hunt just outside of the 22 across field for Michael Collins now. He has got a good boot on him, and he has kicked it in behind Marika Korombeti almost, but he has taken it nicely inside of the 22. He is going to kick it himself here, Marika Korombeti, something we don't see too often from that man. And it is back in the hands of Michael Collins. Offloads it now into the hands of Mitch Hunt, looking for a bit of a counter run here. Looking to link up with Collins, and he has straight up the middle now. It's going to be Liam Coltman offload to Mitch Hunt now, who has been tackled by Joe Powell on the halfway line. The Highlanders looking to strike once again while the yellow card is in play. Hugh Renton tackled there by, it would have been, and now it's going to be Aaron Smith. Goes back to the short side now. It's going to be a little chip in line from Michael Collins straight into the hands of Matt Tamulo, who does the little chip back. There's no one back there as well. So territory becoming a big play in this match for both sides. Now it's going to be Mitch Hunt kicking this one downfield on the right boot. It has gone far over the top. Nicely taken, though, by, I believe that would be George Worth. Now he is lining up the kick to return fire, and he is making sure that one has gone touch. And that one now is going to be going back for the Highlanders, and they are going to be having a line out just inside of their own half as well, says Izzy. I cannot do that, unfortunately, but you can, if you don't mind it. We have us got there. Now I must have a rugby ball shaped pizza, thanks as well. Hi again, let's go Highlanders, says Amy Wilson. And we have us got, does pineapple belong on pizza? That is a big rivalry as well. Can you put in the Kiwi Lads reaction channel? We haven't actually made it yet. So that is why we haven't actually got there. Where are they playing? They are playing in Sydney. It is at Leichhardt Stadium, I think is how you pronounce it. I don't quite think I can pronounce it. Are you in Timaru? Not quite. A little bit further south. We have got, I said, listener from Fiji. So welcome into the live stream once again, mate. Colin Betty not able to hold that one. They have got the advantage now for the Highlanders. Aaron Smith got it in hand now. This is going to be a counter-attack once again. Shannon Frizzell with the wide ball now. It's bounced awkwardly now. And the Highlanders, they are going to be back inside of their own half. They've still got the advantage now. Little chip in behind from Jonan Ariki. Sits up beautifully. And he is going to be going all the way, Jonan Ariki. And that is going to be the third try of this half. And the third try of the yellow card of Elof as well. What position has stopped Josh Dixon? He is playing 5 for this match as well. And we have got Brass says, you're talking like this is horse racing, mate. Yeah, I end up just going crazy with the words. It is fair to say. But yeah, I just get too excited, I think is the case. But now I will put Jonan Ariki now. Here we go. We have got Jonan Ariki added to the list as well. to the to see who is going to be able to keep on getting tries for the Highlanders at this stage. They've got the bonus point, so now they will be looking to build from that, get that points differential up. If they win this match by 32 points or more, they move into third place on the table. That was set up beautifully for Jonah Nariki, though, and then from there he was able to get all the way to the line. We have got, are we in for another Aussie hiding? Unfortunately, the yellow card is crucial from Jordan Ulisi. They are in the situation. 3 tries were scored while he was off the field during that yellow card time. Anytime the in-laws are involved, it's a ball. I didn't get to watch the streams. I had to behave for the in-laws as well, says Marco Vanapola Bear. I guess it is a necessary evil. We have got you all wasting your time doing this. Says he is not a happy man. We have got, are they in Australia or in NZ? They are in Australia at this stage for this match. They are in Sydney. It was supposed to be at Queenstown, but instead it ended up in the situation of, because of the travel restrictions, Melbourne, the Melbourne Rebels got stuck in Melbourne, so they had to go into the situation of going to instead Sydney so that they could still play this match, or else it was going to get cancelled. Yellow has cost Rebels big time. It has indeed. 3 tries in the time that he's been off the field there, Jordan Ulisi. Are they playing at West Tiger Stadium? I think it might almost be, because it is a premiership, an NRL side's stadium. I can't pronounce the name to save myself, but it is Leichhardt or something along those lines, which I think might actually be the Tigers, if I'm not wrong. And I haven't written it down on my piece of paper, and I feel like that's because I couldn't really spell it too well. But yeah, it is a interesting game between these two sides at this stage, because of the fact that now they've got the bonus point here, the Highlanders. It's going to be now Hugh Renton driving forward, and it looks like Billy Harmon has made his way out onto the field. Same with Ash Dixon. They have made quite a few changes by the looks of it. So the big question is, who else is still on the field? Looks like they almost were able to steal that one, but not quite. Now it's been fired back, and it has been kicked in behind by the Highlanders, looking for a bit of territory on the halfway line now. They are going to be driving forward now. It's going to be in the hands of George Worth, trying to step his way through, but tackled by Johnston on the 40-metre line. They've got the advantage as well. Now the Rebels, they need to fight back in this match. They need to score next if they do want a chance of being able to win it. Hugh Renton straight over the ball, but not quite able to get it. Anderson back on the field. That is taking off Hansen, who did come on the field due to the yellow card, and Gibbon is out there for Orr as well. Now it is going to be Joe Powell rushing up with Hugh Renton. Elof off for Sidoni as well. So they are making pretty much all of their changes. Now the Rebels short ball from Gordon into the hands of Ulisi. Hardwick on there for Nazarani as well. And he is rolling forward there, the Rebels player. Now it is going to be in the hands of Hosier, trying to drive. They've got another advantage there. And Liam Coleman, no, sorry, it's Jeff Thwaites who was out there. I thought for a second they had Liam Coleman and also Ash Dixon out there, but Liam Coleman off the field now. Justin, they are in Australia as well, says Amy. And we have also got in the chat, will Nariki make the All Blacks? It's going to be interesting. Leichhardt is how it's pronounced, says Ed. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Leichhardt. Okay. See, I was a mile off. It's got a whole heap of letters in there, so I feel like I do struggle to pronounce it, but Leichhardt is a lot easier to say than what I was trying to say, that is for sure. And we have also got in there, what's up, Kazi has been hibernating in the shed, hidden that Cheech and Chongs as well, says Machu. And we have also got, will you make a review? I am considering it, but it will be straight after this one is finished as well. And it's been to hell and back, my in-laws' place as well, says Marco Vanapola Bear. Josh Dixon, AB, says Emily Farrell. That is a great kick there from the Rebels, and now they are going to be 10 metres out from the Highlanders line. And that's the thing, if they get 3 converted tries, they are back in this match, but that is a lot. So at this stage, they will be just trying to cancel out the bonus point of the Highlanders as well, Leichhardt Stadium as well. So I will be sure to keep on pronouncing it that way. No, that's good. That is all over now, says Marco, or to Marco, says Machu. And we have got there 48-18 is the score prediction. But I don't know whether the Rebels will be taking on any 3-pointers. I think they need to keep on pouring on the pressure. They've got this ball. It has been held still for that rolling ball 10 metres out now from the Highlanders line, I should say. They have been told to use it there. Ulisi has to break off, and he is going to be going himself. He has gone into the hands of Matt Tamor lined up there, and straight over the ball was Hugh Renton, and they have got the advantage now, though. And the ref was about to blow the whistle, but Leos are now going around the side. The Rebels have got a very good chance now of being able to get something going. Carter Gordon, little chip of mind, hasn't quite worked out. And because of it now, it is going back, and it is going to be a double blow of the whistle. That is going to be Hugh Renton off the field, perhaps. 23 wasn't rolling, so it does mean Billy Harmon, the leading tackler in the competition, almost. He is sitting second now because of the man overtaking him, Lachlan Boshie, but now he is going to be going back off the field here, Billy Harmon, unfortunately for him. And we have also got Teddy is not ready yet as well, says I think, of course, my beloved Chiefs are going to be the ones to lose the Aussie sides. It was very sad in that regard. Why are you not playing the game so we can see, says Amy? It is because of copyright, pretty much. If I was to show even a second of footage, the live stream would get taken down and the channel gets banned from live streaming, which is a very unfortunate thing because we did actually end up getting a copyright strike for a live stream for Super Rugby AU that we didn't actually show any footage in either, but we managed to get it removed after a week or so, but it was very tough to do so. Joe Powell now going into the hands of Leota. They are currently sitting about 15 metres out now around the side, pick and go from Kurumbeti right next to the ruck. Joe Powell now goes to Matt Tamua. He's been running hard at the line all day. He is tackled by Renton. They've got another advantage. Someone else could be going to the bin here. That is going to be Hardwick driving forward, and now the Rebels feel like they have got another chance here. Quick hands out to Carter Gordon. He's fallen over, though, and a little knock on the ground perhaps there from Carter Gordon. And it is going to be going back now for the penalty to the Rebels in the middle of the field. Another offside penalty against the Highlanders there. Looks like Joe Powell is going to be taking this one quickly. Maybe Leota is going to be lining it up. He is saying go wide here. Joe Powell wants to take this quick tap, but I believe people are making subs, so I don't think they're going to be able to. He wants to still take the tap, but the referee isn't letting him at this stage. It looks like Leota is going to be lining up this one for the Rebels. Time back on. Joe Powell goes to Leota. Quick hands now to Moore. One more into the hands of Stacey Ely. Wide ball. Bounce pass into the hands of Worth. What a step that was. And now it's going to be Jono Wells getting close to the line. Only a metre short now. The Rebels, they need to get over the line very soon if they want a chance. It's going to be Richard Hardwick with a good step, but he hasn't made it over yet. Joe Powell now into the hands of one of the big forwards. He's over the line, and he has scored the try for the Rebels. Who was it? Was it Sordoni who was able to get over the line there? We are looking. It was going to be the number 17, which in this one was Matt Gibbon, who was able to score. I will quickly end up, end up updating that. So that's the third try now for the Rebels as well. They are trying to get back into this match, but it is going to be an upward battle for them, that's for sure. But they were just continuously driving at the line, and then in the end, they were able to make their way over it there with Matt Gibbon, who was able to drive over. And we have also got a whole heap of people in the chat. I do appreciate you all being here. We have also got great calling, bro. The yellow card is killing the Rebels as well. Love watching these Kiwi sides smash them as well, says Paul Elliott. Yeah, 3 tries scored in 10 minutes when you've got 14 men on the field. Like, it's going to be very tough for them to get back into it. But at this stage now, the Highlanders are down to 10. So maybe the Rebels can do the same thing in the next 10 minutes of this game as well. And we also got Terry Blank. Won't be an ABs, unfortunately. His last game is considered not great. I assume it is. And EA Sports Rugby 20 or Rugby 08. I feel like Rugby 08 is still a lot better. Although, yeah, that's the thing. They're going to release a new rugby game, Rugby 22, in 2021 at the very start of the year. So that's going to be exciting. So hopefully that is a good game as well because of all the brands and stuff as well, says Amy Wilson as well. And we always got there. Highlanders get a bonus point now, boys, and another try again for your coach. We always got Kiwi Lads drinking game every time a newbie asks to show the game. Scale your vessel as well, says Grant. Yeah, there are. Tell you what, I would be completely off my face for every live stream at that stage. Matt Tamua, great kick there. And now the difference in points is going to be 13. And the Rebels, they are still hoping they can get right back into this one. 2 more converted tries, and they've done it because of copyright. Marco Vinapola as well. PC gone mad as well. And we have got Blackadder was captain, says A Clip. And we have got, unless you want them flagged for copyright issues, put a disclaimer on the stream, no broadcasting as well. And we have also got there. Have a great night, mate. I've got to go. Thanks for the chat. Don't forget to get thumbs up, everyone. See, mate, as well. See you later, mate. I think was from Isaac. And yeah, see you later, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. Is Rugby 22 going to be made by EA? No, it is going to be EKO and also Wicked Witch, I think, is the other one, if I'm not wrong. But Jono Wells taking that one outside of the 22. So, yeah, we are still waiting for an EA Sports Rugby game at this stage. We may be waiting till about 2030, perhaps. But now it is going to be a quick backline movement from the Rebels. Cotton Betty now is going to be running hard. And now he has found a bit of space. Offloads on the inside, but it's gone straight into the hands of the Highlanders. And at this stage, I do see that Natunani Punavai, I think, has made his way onto the field. I believe that would be replacing Scott Gregory, if I'm not wrong. And now it is going to be the Rebels going forward. Almost stolen there. Aaron Smith now into the hands back. Now Mitch Hunt, quick hands out to C.O. Tompkinson. Now he's looking at the line. He's got Frizzell on the outside. Met hard by Leota. And is that going to be the advantage? Yes, it is. Now it's going to be Ash Dixon stepping around Michael Collins now, trying to find a bit of a gap. And they are driving forward once again. They have got a backline set on the right-hand side. Smith goes to Dixon now, stepping on the inside, but he is going to be tackled by Marika Korompete. And straight over the ball was the Rebels player, but they are going back now for the penalty where it was. Now the Highlanders, They want that bonus point back, surely. So I don't think they will be taking on the 3 points here. I think they will be trying to convert into 7 points here. So we will have to wait and see how that goes. Offside is the call. And it looks like Mitch Hunt is going to be kicking for the corner once again. So the Highlanders, at this stage, they are down to 14 men, but they still have 5 minutes of being down to 14 men. And they want to be able to score the next try and get that bonus point back. We have got to go the Highlanders from no away. It's 2021. It's like living in for 20 PC as well, says Marco Vunipola Bear. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Hopefully, it is a decent game though. Is EA going to do, or is Rugby 20 going to be by EA? Because if not, they shouldn't bother as well. Says Vito Skux. And also, we have said, wait, did you say 2021? Sorry, I meant 2022. Was what I meant to say there. But now it is going to be fired wide into that back line for the Highlanders on replay. And Leota lined up. Theo Tompkinson out on the wing. What's the rule with bonus points, says Fernando? So pretty much you have to be 3 tries or more ahead of your opposition to get that bonus point. So at this stage, the Highlanders have 2 tries more than the Rebels. If they get the 3rd try ahead, and that is how the match ends, then they will be in the situation of they will get that bonus point, and that will give them 5 points for the win rather than 4. 20 minutes to make or break for Melbourne. It is indeed. You must be on the 420 as well, says A Clip. Yeah, at this stage, Ashan Matamua, he's had a pretty decent game overall so far in this match. Hasn't been able to pick himself up a try, but now Ash Dixon is going to have the ball in hand. What is the set play going to be for the Highlanders here? Is it going to be Ash Dixon off the back of the rolling maul, or do they go for that back line? It has been shut down relatively well. There's a plane flying over very low by the looks of it there. That one has gone to the back, claim there by Manakai Selby Rickett. Now it's going to be in the hands of Theo Tompkinson driving forward here. Only a couple meters out. Now it is going to be Aaron Smith asking for the advantage, not getting it though. Now it's going to be back for Frizzell. Goes to Mitch Hunt, lobby ball. Out to Jonah Nareki, going for the corner here. He has been stopped though. And they are extremely close to the touchline here. And that ball is very close in the touchline. He has said that he is in touch, so it is going to be stopped. And it is going to be the line out for the Rebels. Just in touch there. Well done from that man out on that wing, Andrew Callaway. He's only just come out onto the field. And he has been able to have an impact straight away, stopping Nareki. Good commentary from Narendra as well. Thank you very much. Do appreciate you being here for this live stream on a Sunday. First live stream for Super Rugby Trans-Tasman we have done for a Sunday, which is pretty awesome that we have got a game of rugby, because we had 3 yesterday, which was back-to-back. My voice wasn't loving it, but I was, because we had some very good games of rugby there. Ulysses now is going to be throwing this one for the line out. They are only a couple meters out from their own line, going to the front there. Now it is going to be Frank Lomani firing it to Leota. Quick hands there. Gregory with a good tackle on Hardwick there. Now it is going to be out the back line once again for the Rebels. Now there is some space. Little offload. Close to forward. Yes, it was. And now it is going to be going back for the scrum. But Marika Korombeti, he would have had a very good chance of being one-on-one with Jonah Nareki there. And then that anything could have happened in that situation. We haven't got, well, after spending the weekend in the in-laws and missing the Kiwi Lad streams, I need the 420 to self-medicate as well, says Marco Vodopolabia. And we haven't got, most likely you get a bonus point for either scoring 4 or more tries the other way, for losing by no more than 3 points as well. But now it is going to be the scrum feed for the Highlanders. They have got the smaller 4-pack in this situation, but I do see that Natunani Punavai has made his way out onto the field. Looks like he was at first receiver, so it is going to be Theo Tompkinson coming off the field. So I was wondering who they were going to be taking off there, because Theo Tompkinson, he can also slot into the inside centre role, so I wasn't sure whether it was going to be Gregory or whether it was going to be Theo Tompkinson coming off the field. It's 13-1 at the moment, says Henry Samuel. That's a shame. EA have proven or been providing made an NFL yearly to whoever cares about American football. Surely they deserve surely we deserve something, sorry, after a 13-year drought. Just one man as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, I guess it's one of those ones, if they prepare early, like EA, I feel like people would even be all right if they waited until like 2024, as long as they secured all the licenses that they needed to early on, because I feel like these other companies at the moment, the likes of EKO and also it is going to be Nacon, I believe, are the other developers. They are kind of securing all the licenses early on. So I don't think EA, if they made a game, would be allowed to have any licenses, which I think is one thing that EA love doing, is having all the teams available. So I think it's, if all of the other sides, all the other competition kind of thing, don't have licenses for those years, then that's when they will be able to possibly look at getting into the situation of, being able to, what are they looking at there? They are looking for something. Oh, they are looking at the white ball. I thought they were looking for some sort of penalty in there, but it looks like, by the looks of it, Michael Collins is calling the shots on the back line. Who are they going to be going to here? Are they going to be able to get a try? That is a big question. World Rugby Southern Hemisphere versus Northern Hemisphere challenges with you go on YouTube. That's Northern Hemisphere 3. Oh, yes, that is actually, I have seen those ones, the likes of the highest catch and whatnot, isn't it? And Geordie Barrett did the longest kick, I think, as well. Malachi Fekitoa versus Liam Williams doing a high catch as well. As expected, Liam Williams cleaned up. Well, that's the thing. When you think of someone who can take a high ball, Malachi Fekitoa, unfortunately, doesn't really come to mind straight away, which is an interesting choice that they did go Liam Williams, one of the best fullbacks in the world, against Malachi Fekitoa, the centre for the Wasps, which I feel like he doesn't have to take too many high balls. So maybe if they had gone with a fullback from the Southern Hemisphere, would have been a little bit more interesting. Hello. Did you guys hear my cat meow just then? Yeah, he's still going. What's wrong? The chair's cold, isn't it? He is going. No one is sitting on this chair to make it warmer. Why is that? We have got 54 likes. Let's go, says Birdie. So we have managed to hit that like goal of 50. So let's see maybe if we can get it to 60 by the end of this match now. We have still got 13 minutes left in this matchup between these two sides. It's like when they put fullback versus a centre. Who's better at catching high balls? Come on. Might as well have Owen Farrell versus Joe Moody. Drop goal battle as well. Now it is going to be the scrum set, and that looks like maybe the front rows are going to go down. It's just a case of who's going down first. The elbow has gone down, and it was going to be the penalty almost to the Rebels, but it is going to be a scrum reset now. This is using up time, but at the moment they don't have the bonus point here, the Highlanders, so they want to make sure they can get the next one. Your very friend is telling you to be quiet. He probably is. Normally he does that when it's very early in the morning, and I am still talking. What if John Olomu played NFL? Would he have been the first player to play defensive and or offense? He would have made a mean running back. I don't know why I can't read at the moment. I'm sorry, guys. I end up trying to read your chat, and I just get too excited and then muddle my words up. I think it's because of how much chat I've been reading over the last few days. Like, you guys have been showing up for every live stream. It's hugely appreciated. If you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are going to be back next week with 5 more games. Who is the best 8 in the world from Luke? Oh, that's a hard one. That is a very hard question. I will actually tell you what I do best, and I will ask the chat instead. Who is your number 1 halfback? Number 1, number 8 in the world? Do let me know. Him and I with the little offload to Salakai. It was Selby Ricker. It was lost off its forehead, though, so it wasn't a knock-on advantage. Now it has been kicked ahead. Now it's going to be Marika Kurumbeti. He is driving hard at this ball. They're going to be about 10 metres out now. Jonah Nadeki, he has already had to run 80 metres. He's looking like he's going to run another 80. If he has to, now it's going to be 5 back across Joshuani. Goes to Natunani Punavai. He's going to be hitting the ball up through the gap as well. He hasn't got too much pace by the looks of it. He's lost the ball as well forward. And now it is going to be the scrum feed of the Rebels. Oh, Aaron Smith and Frank Lamani having a bit of a battle there. Not too happy at all there. Oh, a little bit of a rake of the eyes there from Frank Lamani. Not looking too good there. Between those two halfbacks, they are fired up at the moment. Tensions are running high, and they'll have to be careful not to get themselves sent off the field. For me, Dwayne Vermeulen, he is very strong for the Bulls at the moment. And I've noticed, like, anytime they have, like, a quick tap opportunity, he is always the first man there going, yeah, I'll run it. 5 metres out, I'll take it on and hope for the best. Just crash into the wall. Go the Landers as well from Jesse was an outlaw. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. Buck Shelford in the day. Bring back Buck as well. How old is he now, though? He might be, although saying that, he may have still been able to run quicker than Natunani Punavai there. He looked like he was running on just not really too much. Aaron Smith threw the ball at Frank Lomani, and then from there was a bit of a push and a shove between the two men. They weren't too happy at all with what is happening, and I feel like that's because of tensions in this match. I don't think the Highlanders are winning by as much as they'd like to, and also the Rebels, they are right in this match if they can score very soon now, and it is going to be playing the knock-on, and no more of that is what the call is from Paul Williams. We have got, one more like until 60 likes. I know we are going up at a crazy rate at the moment. I do thank you all very much for that as well. We have got seen of some of these NRL or NFL chaps, absolute athletes. I'd love to see them play rugby as well and vice versa. That's the thing, though. If America, they have got a match against England coming up. So if they have a few more of those players maybe transferring into the situation of playing a bit of rugby, could be pretty awesome to see. Like some of them, like the pace of some of them. That's why USA, they have a very strong 7 side because they have got pace for days. And I feel like that is something that can really help you in a game of rugby down the wing. Like we have seen in this match as well. Cotton Betty, he's got plenty of pace. Jonah Nadeki on the other side, he's doing pretty well for himself as well. And we have got also Zimzam Brook was a good forwards as well, says Machu. And also Ernie De Beer was the drop kick king, May as well. Oh, now it's going to be a bit of a back line. Now it's going to be Frank Lamani. Got the man on the outside, flat ball there to Matt Damo, and he has been driven into touch by Billy Harmon, who has ripped it away, thinking about taking it quickly, decides against it though, and now it is going to be the line out, but that is another tackle for Billy Harmon. Before this match, he was sitting on 42 tackles made in 2 matches. Crazy numbers from that man in his last match as well. I don't have the number in front of me. Yes, I do. Last match, he had 17 tackles, which is very impressive as well. Go Highlanders, says Diane. Hello, sir, from Roman Ram. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. They've gone to the back there into the hands of Kazuki Hamano, making a few extra meters for the Highlanders, looking to set up for the kick here. At this stage, they do not have the bonus point, but they will be hoping that they can build on that before the end of the match. That one has gone into touch. No, it hasn't. It's going to stay in the field of play. Great kick there from Jonah Nariki. Oh, no, it did end up in touch. It just bounced way back infield after bouncing. So now it is going to be now in the half of the Rebels, and they are going to have the line-out throw. When is the Autumn Nation starting? As well, says Emily Farrell. I'm not too sure whether they're doing it this year. But I know that the British and Irish Lions tour is only, I think, less than a month away almost. We're getting extremely close to it, which is going to be very exciting. That's gone over the top, and Sordoni with the good reflexes there to be able to take that one. Now it's going to be Lomani. Goes into the hands of Leota. He has been running hard with ball every day of the week. Ash Dixon getting out of that breakdown as well, trying not to give away any penalties. That's the thing. Penalties could be dangerous. We have seen the yellow card of, it was John Ulesi, ended up giving away 3 tries for the Highlanders there. That one has been kicked in behind, taken nicely there by Natunani Punavai. Has been tackled, little offload. How did he get that away to Joshuani? But he has. And Joshuani trying to spin away from Marika Korombetti. At this stage, 9 minutes left in this match. Aaron Smith now going back into the hands of Michael Collins. He's got Billy Harmon on the outside, sells a bit of a dummy and goes himself 40 metres out now. The Highlanders blindside once again. Natunani Punavai tries to throw it back in. That is going to be a knock on or a line out, depending on what they decide here for the Highlanders. And I feel like with Ash Dixon with the line-out throw, you would take that on. Yes, they will. And now they are going to have this line-out throw just inside of the half for the Rebels. This one is going back and forth by our Aussies, struggling so much, says Luke. I think it is just the case of they aren't used to the style of rugby that these New Zealand sides have been playing. Like we are, like in terms of the amount of tries being scored, like before this match, the Rebels had scored 2 tries. The Highlanders had scored 10 from 2 matches. And that's one of those ones that I feel like trying to adapt to that playing style, like saying that we haven't seen a Super Rugby game between New Zealand and Australia before this competition for over a year. So it does take a little bit of an adjustment period. But now some of the Aussie sides are getting right back into it. The likes of the Reds getting the win over the Chiefs. That was well taken by Shannon Frizzell. Wasn't expecting it, but he has been able to take it there now. Now it's going to be going short side once again. Goes to Josh Dixon, already picking himself up a try in this match. Going into Billy Harmon. Little offload to Malachi Selby Rickett there. And that one is still in the hands of the Highlanders. It's going to be Mitch Hunt. Goes back to Jonah Nariki. Quick hands rushing up there. Now it's going to be Leota trying to get this ball. He is outpacing Jonah Nariki. And Leota's going to go all the way as he knows he drops the ball a metre short. And what a try that would have been for Leota if he was able to hang on to it. But they are saying maybe he was tackled without the ball. If that is the case, that could be a penalty try to the Rebels there. But Leota, what a great play from that man. They are going to be asking the question here from Paul Williams whether or not Jonah Nariki made the tackle a little bit early on him. Because of that factor. Scrum. It's going to be a scrum. I think the other touch judge was going to say something, but he kind of kept his mouth shut there. It was a knock on, they have said, but Jonah Nariki there running for the ball. Leota was outpacing Jonah Nariki. That is something you don't see very often. He did almost take it. And then from there, just that little knock on. And because of it, Leota wasn't quite able to make it over the line. We just need every Kiwi team to play with 14. I'm not sure whether they'd like to agree with that, though. I feel like they would end up possibly objecting to that rule. To tell you what, Leota almost getting his team right back into this match there. And we have also got there, come on, Rebels, from Joseph. He is hoping they can get the win. Are we on 70 likes now? You guys are doing crazy things with the like button at the moment. 71. Thank you all very much for tuning in. If you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to leave a like on this live stream. At the moment, the subscribers have gone up a huge amount over the weekend, and it is hugely appreciated with the amount of support you guys have been showing on this channel recently. So far in this match, the Rebels have scored 3 tries. Marika Korombetti. Also, it was Elof and Gibbon, 2 props who were able to score the tries. And then for the Highlanders, they have had Michael Collins, C.O. Tompkinson, Josh Dixon, a penalty try, and Jonah Nariki. So they don't have that bonus point at this stage. It is going to be the line out, the scrum 5 metres out from the Highlanders line at the moment. This is the table before this match took place. So the Highlanders needed to win this match by 32 points to be above the Crusaders. And that's with the bonus points. So at this stage, if they don't have the bonus point, they will be below them anyway. That's a good push there from the Rebels. And who is it going to be? It's going to be a penalty to the Highlanders. And that was probably a bit of luck there, because if the Rebels had managed to get that ball there, that was going to be danger time. and they would have only been a couple metres out. Go Highlanders now, says Joseph as well. We've got two Josephs, one going for the Rebels, one going for the Highlanders here. Eddie Jones, my bro, going home, and our belt Aussie G as well. We have got 9 minutes left, 9 away from 80 likes. Let's go, guys, as well from Bertie. And yeah, I feel like I've missed a few messages a little bit earlier on. Time running out for the Rebels. Highlanders need about to clinch as well, says Samasoza. And that's the thing. They will be wanting to be able to get that bonus point here, the Highlanders. They know how much points differential will be a huge factor in this competition. 4 away from 80 likes now. Let's smash that like button, says Bertie as well. Thanks for the rugby coverage over the weekend, Hamish, from Fred. No worries, mate. I have enjoyed every moment of it. Even in those moments in the later stages of the match between the Chiefs and the Reds where the chat were just absolutely going off at each other, it was still a very enjoyable match to watch and a very close one as well. That one has been claimed by the Highlanders, and now they are going to be trying to start this rolling ball once again. It's in the hands of Ash Dixon at the moment. Now they are driving forward. It's looking good. It's going to be the penalty, though, to the Rebels because of the fact that they did break away. And now it is going to be the Rebels kicking for the corner here. They have still got a chance of this one. Any hot teachers, brother as well, says Marco for the polar bear. Is that for at my school or at someone else's school? Because of the fact that I am no longer at school. Obstruction for truck and trailer there, and the Rebels have kicked this one into touch, making sure it went out as well. I am imaging the play as Kiwi talks, or I'm imagining the play as Kiwi talks as well, says Alice Revealed. And hopefully I'm doing a decent enough job so that you can follow along. How many achievements do you have on Rugby Challenge 4? I haven't actually looked at them, believe it or not. I also haven't completed any of the tutorials that they have got when you are in that pre-match menu. But now it is going to be in the hands of James Hansen now with this line-out throw. It's going to be stolen, though, by the Highlanders. Now it's going to be bouncing for Aaron Smith. Goes to the short side there. Rather than using the back line, decided he wanted to kick that one for touch, and that's going to be a line-out pretty much in the same position as that last one. Maybe regretting the decision to kick it there. Aaron Smith looks disappointed. Maybe the back line would have been the better option. We have got Go Rebels. Yes, there's Ben Isaac. And also, at this stage, we've got a lot of people watching. If you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a like on this live stream as well. We are actually on the road to maybe 100 likes on this live stream, the way that it is going. But now it is once again going to be James Hansen goes to the front this time. And the Highlanders have been defending pretty nicely with that rolling ball. So they break off now. It's going to be Marika Kurumbetti, who is trying to drive for Lomani. Goes to Wells. Only 10 metres out now at the moment are the Rebels. They need to score within the next couple minutes. If they do want a chance between the posts, would be ideal for them because of the fact that the kick would be nice and easy for Matt Tamua. Now it's going to be Lomani offloading it now into the hands of the number 18, getting him driven backwards. That one would be Sordoni there, losing about 5 metres. Lomani now into the hands of Hansen once again, trying to drive forward. The Highlanders trying to get the turnover, but not quite able to. Now it's going to be Matt Tamua lined up. Good hands from Hansen. Now it's going to be George Worth. Little offload, and Marika Kurumbetti has scored the try near the touchline. Maybe would have liked to cut in a little bit more there, Marika Kurumbetti, but like I mentioned earlier on in this live stream, he has gone about 13 games without a try. Now that he scored one earlier on, we knew that he was going to be able to get another Marika Kurumbetti, and he is going to be continuing that form into the recent or the more further on weeks. I feel like that wasn't a sentence, but I'm getting excited at this stage. We have also got well done, 80 likes, guys. You rock awesome stuff. And now we have 5 minutes left. And let's aim for 90 likes, says Bertie. And at this stage, that was lovely work from Worth. Goes out to Marika Kurumbetti. And if Matt Tamua can kick this one from the sideline, they have still got a chance in this match here, the Rebels. Good hands there from, it was Carter Gordon, out to Marika Kurumbetti. And he scores the try. And this match is getting close. At this stage, I unlocked the high tackle, but not get carded while playing as Owen Farrell as well. Come on, Joe Nariki. You can do it now, Highlanders. The coach is watching you from the sideline. Keep it up, boys, from Joseph as well. At this stage, 3 minutes left. My teacher is a Karen as well, says James Gordon. Big kick for Matt Tamua. 2 from 3 so far tonight. 3 minutes left in this match. The Highlanders, they will be wanting to hang on. And at this stage, they cannot get that bonus point. So the Rebels have done the Crusaders a big favour. That one is going to miss from Matt Tamua. And that means now they are going to need a try and something. So unfortunately, they're going to be just that little bit too far away here, the Rebels, but they can still get a bonus point. And Diane's said go Highlanders as well. And that's the thing, the Highlanders at this stage, I think they've got to look at points differential and keep on attacking, even if it reaches 80 minutes. Yes, the Rebels might be able to get the try, but you've got to back yourself to be the side that will score next. And Aaron Smith now offloads it to Dixon. Now it's going to be Aiden Johnson into the hands of it's Selby Rickett, who is driving forward on the 22 now at the moment are the Highlanders. And they have not given up yet. They want to get one more try. Josh Dixon going to ground. Billy Harmon on his shoulder there. Now it's going to be going short side. Kazuki Hamano running through the gap now. He is charging at the line. 15 out now. Aaron Smith now going to the side into the hands of Wade. Straight over the ball with the Rebels players. Don't miss the clean out, but they have still got this one. Now it's going to be in the hands of Hamano once again. and they are getting very close to the line. Maybe the Highlanders haven't given up on that bonus point yet. Billy Harmon only a couple meters short. Now it is going to be back to the right-hand side or the left. Sorry, Kazuki Amino trying to crawl, not able to get over the line there. Now it is going to be in the hands of Billy Harmon getting close. He is going to be able to reach out, and it's a try to the Highlanders. And now they are back in the situation of trying to get that bonus point, I guess. Both sides are just playing flat out. So now it is going to be the case of Billy Harmon scoring the try there for the Highlanders. Kicks it straight over as well from Mitch Hunt. They want the bonus point here. They know how much it is important in this one. And Billy Harmon able to score that try now. We've got a minute left on the clock. Can they get one more here for the Highlanders? Shannon Frizzell is down, so they're going to turn the time off at the moment. Shannon Frizzell not looking too flash there. But in the end, it was going to be in the hands of Billy Harmon. Drives forward, gets over the line, and scores a try for the Highlanders. And we have got Matt to miss as well. Says Whitham, and that's for his sister as well. Says Alice Ravel, go Rebels, says Joseph. And I feel like you deeply enjoy saying Rika Kurumbetti. I do indeed. It is a fun name to say. And I know that it's Kurumbetti, I think, is how he is said to pronounce it rather than Kurumbetti. I think, if I'm not wrong. Maybe so Kurumbetti is how I try and pronounce it. And hopefully I get it right. In that regard, boom, go the Landers as well, says Paul. Smith sometimes makes the wrong costly choices, but when he's in the black jersey as well at crucial times as well. Yeah, he has been, he had a good decision there going for the forwards. Now they have got time off here. And it looks like they are going to be possibly making a sub. Of course, Kane Hemington. He wanted to come out on the field. I think they've decided to make it too late though. So I think he is going to get told, nah, you're not allowed out. It looks like Shannon Frizzell's coming off the field, and that would be getting replaced by Kane Hemington, I think. No, it's going to be Hugh Renton coming back on the field. Kane Hemington was hoping to get himself out there as well. 85 likes as well, says Betty. Let's go, Chief, says Marco. And Islanders says Shazza, or Shazza as well. They have gone short, almost claimed there. It is in the hands of the Highlanders now, is it? Yes, it is. And they have got this ball back. Now it's going to be Aaron Smith going into the hands of Josh Dixon now, and they are going to be driving for Frank Rolamani over the ball. Not able to get it now. They've got the advantage as well. So Aaron Smith is going, we'll take the penalty, thanks. And now they are going to be kicking for the corner here, the Highlanders. And Mitch Hunt, he doesn't want to rush this kick too much, though, because you want to make sure you do get this one right. 3 tries ahead will give them the bonus point. But at this stage, they haven't got that. They need to be able to do it here. Frank Lamani penalised for leaving his feet. Are the Highlanders going to be able to pull off the big... I think a lot of people expected them to get that bonus point as well. That one has gone out from Mitch Hunt, making sure it went out just outside of the 22 now. The Highlanders are going to have a big opportunity. They are having a bit of a meeting in the back line at the moment, the Highlanders. Someone who we haven't actually seen too much of this match so far is Scott Gregory. I don't think he's had the ball more than maybe around 5 times, so he'll be hoping to maybe be able to score that final try in this match. Yes, Highlanders, yes, as well, says Diane. Chiefs, a garbage as well, says who am I? Kane Hamilton needs to accumulate his yearly 10 minutes of game time as well. And Pincus coming on the field now. That's for Matt Tamua. The Rebels will be trying to defend this one. Are they going to be able to do it? We are sitting after the 80 minutes at the moment. Gone to the back, taken nicely by Manakai Selby Rickett. Now it's going to be Aaron Smith, goes to Natanani Punavai, stepping on the inside as well. And he is driving forward once again. The Rebels trying to get this ball back, but they haven't quite been able to do so. Now it's going to be an advantage once again. Now it's going to be Aaron Smith going to the short side out to Kazuki Hamino. He's been running up with the ball since getting on the field, straight over the ball. They've got another advantage here. It's being turned over, is it? And at this stage, it is going to be the penalty to the Highlanders. And Aaron Smith is going, let's kick it for the corner, boys. By the looks of it, they are going to be hoping that they can get this last try. It was Hardwick who came on the field and gave away that penalty there. 99 likes to 0 as well, says A-Kip. So that is pretty awesome. Thank you all very much for that awesome stream, mate. Well done on all the streams this weekend from Birdie. No worries. And I have enjoyed every minute of it with you guys in the chat. We are going to be back next week as well with a lot of good games on the line. We are going to be in that situation of we're going to have the Reds versus the Blues. That's a big one that I know a lot of people are looking forward to. But the Highlanders here with a little bit of a group meeting. They are hoping that they can get that bonus point, because if they do, if they get that bonus point, they will be just behind the Crusaders, but they will still be on the same points, and that will keep their finals hopes alive. High-scoring game and the Super Rugby competition as of late. Yeah, crazy score lines in this one so far. And also we have got, well, it's fair to say, they've gone to the back there. Josh Dixon now got it. They are going to be driving for, going off the side. Billy Armin's got it in hand, goes to Ash Dixon. Now it's gone down, so they are going to have to use it. It looks like they are going short side, or are they? Now it's going to be in the hands of Ash Dixon. They have been told to use it. Aaron Smith trying to decide what way to go. He is going to give it to Scott Gregory with the step as well. He is being tackled there. Now it is going to be Aaron Smith goes to Jeff Waits, driving towards the line, only a metre short. They go to the side. Aaron Smith scores a try. Did he get it down? I think he did. And if he did, that might have just been the try that gets the Highlanders into the final, depending on how it goes. But that could be the try. They're going to have a look at it. Rebels just couldn't keep up as well. And yeah, at that stage, when there were 3 tries in that yellow card, 10 minutes of Jordan Ulisi, it was very unfortunate for them. But Aaron Smith, he looks disappointed. I think he's dropped that one. On-field decision. Oh, no, he might have knocked it on there, Aaron Smith. And if that is the case, it would mean now that the Highlanders don't receive that bonus point. But now offside, I think it's the call maybe. So maybe they had the advantage. Did he knock it on there? Maybe. Yes, I think he did. Unfortunately for Aaron Smith there. He didn't quite have control of the ball. But then it made it to the line. So I think they had the advantage, though, did they? I'm trying to look to see. They did say that there was a penalty for offside. That is full time. End score. Highlanders miss out on the bonus point there. Aaron Smith disappointed with that one. And the Highlanders, but they did win this match 42-27. So we will look straight at the scoreboard or at the table. This is before this match took place. So looking at it now, it means that the Highlanders will move up onto 13 points, 1 point behind the Crusaders. It's going to be a close finish between those top 4. At this stage, you would say probably the Chiefs are not going to be able to make it to the final. Maybe even the Highlanders might be missing out because of that as well. A lot of tries in this match. That is for sure. I smashed the like button. Now my phone is broken. I'll send you the invoice now to your savage mate. As well as Marco for the polar bear. Sorry about that one. Marco, we almost got signed. Sealed, delivered. Highlanders win. All good. Game boys as well. His brothers, Ben Spirit, is deeply within Aaron as well, says Marco for the polar bear. And oh damn, it's 31 likes or 91. Let's smash it until 100 as well, says Peno Isaac, sorry, and has said that misconversion also made a bit out of reach. Yeah, unfortunately for the Rebels there, I don't like blaming a moment in a game for the result, but 3 tries scored while Ulisi was off the field. That is huge. Like 3 tries, that pretty much made it out of reach for the Rebels, no matter how hard they fall back, and they did fight hard in this match as well. Appreciate it from you, mate, Joy, and I do appreciate you being here as well, mate. We have got his brother Ben Spirit. It's deep within Aaron as well. I read that one and I just got it. I didn't read it properly the first time, but now I have realized what you were saying. And we have also got in there, he is very he is the very incarnation of the Highlanders as well, says Alice Ravel. They are talking to Ash Dixon now. And we have also got, would have been 35-29 if he got that conversion. Yeah, and then they would have had that bonus point in reach for the Rebels, but then from there, the Highlanders firing straight back, and then all of a sudden, they wanted to be able to get that try. They would have gotten them the bonus point. Ash Dixon there is saying that he is disappointed with the fact that they weren't quite able to get the bonus point there, and it means now that they are going to be in 4th at the end of this one. They are showing Scott Gregory didn't really get much of the ball in this match. Scott Gregory, the men outside him, though, Michael Collins scoring very early in this match. Also, Theo Tompkinson and Jonah Nareki also scoring as well with the penalty try earlier on. A couple of yellow cards in this match. One for the Highlanders, for Billy Harman, and one for Jordan Ulisi at this stage. Yeah, very interesting match to watch for a Sunday as well. So I do appreciate you all being here for it as well on the Sunday, because of the fact that I don't think there are any other Sunday games in this competition for the next week anyway, but maybe one after that. But cheers for the stream, Ham, as well, says the big V8 show. No worries, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in as well. It's 7 away from 100 likes as well, which is a huge number. Thank you all very much for that. It is hugely appreciated that you guys have been sticking around for all of these to break down on as well, says Joni Kai. Do I do a post-match review? Is that something you guys would be keen to see on a separate live stream? Do let me know. Aaron's training. I'm not going to read that one, Marco, for the polar bear, because as soon as I skim read it, I knew exactly where it was going. Rebels were getting back into it and fell short, and the Highlanders ran away with it, said Barry Green. They didn't indeed. Blues versus Canes would be so soft, I assume that is. Would have been so soft, I think it is. I'm not too sure. I'm bleeding because of my little sister, says Henry Sanders. So that is not very good news. It's Friday as well, says Marco for the polar bear, even though we are on Sunday, but maybe it is the case of Friday as well. We have Scott, thank you, mate. Have a lekker evening as well. Said Betty, back at you, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. And yeah, it has been awesome this weekend with all of you guys here for these live streams. Makes them so much more fun, and hopefully we do get to see you guys for next week as well. My behind beat is bleeding from the printing. prison. Right. Can you please explain the bonus point rule in Super Rugby? It used to be, or I'm used to the European style. That is, if you score 4 tries, you get the bonus point regardless. So pretty much unlike that one for this competition and also for normally the other Super Rugby competitions, it is the factor of you have to have 3 or more tries than your opponent. So you can score 4 tries in the match, but to get that bonus point, your opponent would have only been able to score 1 kind of thing. So if that makes sense. So any amount of tries you get, if the opposition is 3 or less, they end up, the team with more tries get the bonus point. So in this match, if it was an example, which isn't actually the real score, I will mention, it would be the case of maybe we'll go for converted tries just to make it easy as well. So if the Highlanders won 21-0 with 3 converted tries, it doesn't have to be converted though. So maybe I'll just go tries. So 15-0, 3 tries for the Highlanders. Then if the Rebels were on 0 or they didn't score any tries, it would be the bonus point to the Highlanders. And then as it builds like that, so if the Highlanders scored 4, if the other side have 1 or less tries, it's a bonus point. So pretty much you want to make sure you're scoring pretty much 15 points off tries or more than your opponents do. And that is how you end up in the situation of getting that bonus point as well. Could you please, I read that one. Cheers to Sammy Sosa as well. But thank you also for tuning in, mate. Very much appreciated. And cheers, mate. Got to go from Birdie. Enjoy the rest of your day because it will be daytime in South Africa. It's morning, I believe, 9 a.m. if I'm not wrong. So be sure to enjoy the rest of the Sunday. If I'm not wrong. Is it Sunday? Yeah, it should be. Cheers, brother Hamish. You're a legend. You're the real MVP, says Makavona Polavia. Thank you very much, mate. Very much appreciated from you as well for tuning in. And now we will be switching over to the post-match review where we will be talking about this match, talking about the stats, and yeah, just having a wee chat about everything that was going on. But thank you all very much for tuning into this live stream. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It's currently 7 p.m. here, Barry. Thanks for the explanation and stream. Have a lovely day, you too, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for being here for this live stream. 96 likes, come on, make it to 100. We might hit it after the live stream goes up, perhaps. But I will see you all in a very short moment for the next live stream.